Welcome inside to Raleigh Stadium. This should be a fun one. Home of the Raptors, and it should be a fun one. I'm here, play-by-play commentary crowd. Just I'm here with my good friend DC Gem Master, and we have a good one today because DC, for the first time in a while, this is gonna kind of contribute to a possible playoff spot because if the Raptors win, they're that much closer to clinching a playoff spot.
Yeah, like for sure. This Raptors team in their last two games, both of them were wins against the Loons. They have been climbing back. What Frumpy Bear has been doing with this team has really, truly been incredible. And with players such as Breadman, Monkey and Net, and Xander, I believe, stepping up, there has been a lot from this team.
We'll get to the Raptors first. I mean, obviously, Breadman 60. One of the surprising additions, Kensington back in the lineup as well, but Monkey's actually came in middle of the season and has been an outstanding goaltender, Gem. I mean, DC, what does it say to have such a rocket net? I mean, he's had some standout performances these past few games.
I mean, realistically, he's been playing like he's been standing on his head out here because this Raleigh team has been letting up a lot of shots. I think they allow the most in the league altogether this season with playing less games than most of the league. But Monkey has just been standing tall for them. He's a returning player. He was, I believe, banned for a few months. And so now he's back, but he's playing better than ever, honestly, out here.
So with that being said, we'll go over to the Loons roster. I mean, Loons trying to desperately hold on to, a playoff spot. Obviously, McCoy is their top guy. What do you think about DeBrando? Do you think he sort of had a couple down games? I think, for me personally, DC, I think he's going to be the X factor for them to be able to win this game and sort of make sure they don't miss out on the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. In their last two games, in the last two games against this Raptors team, DeBrando did not have that great of a games. But I think really coming out here, he will step up tonight. I think that is what is going to be giving St. Louis the edge tonight. He has shown that he can be a very good goalie, but at the same time, his consistency is a little questionable.
Yeah. And that being said, don't look behind you, Caribou. But we are going to do our scoring predictions. He's gone. He was just there. But I am going to say that St. Louis will will win this game. But I think St. Louis is going to win 3-2. What about you, DC?
For me, I think this is going to be a very close game, but I see St. Louis bouncing back with McCoy, I believe their captain, leading them to victory. It will be a close one. I'm betting OT out here. 2-1, 3-2, that range. I'll go with 2-1, though, for tonight.
With that being said, we'll fly out of the screen and get right into the game. Should be a fun one. We'll get back to DC during the intermission breaks, and he can butt in for some analysis from here and then if he wants to, but should be a fun one. Obviously, a full slate today. We have 6 games, DC, so we have a lot of hockey to commentate.
Yeah, for sure.
So the starting lineups out there for St. Louis will be McCoy in optional labor with obviously DeBrando in net. Then it's going to be Breadman and Xander out there for Raleigh with Monkey in net. So McCoy will try and take the puck up and get it past Xander. He can't, so that's going to chill in the neutral zone for the moment. Optional labor. We'll pass it up to McCoy. Shot there. Monkey will just hit it aside. Not enough mustard on that hot dog. Going the other way. Xander trying to take control of it, but McCoy will defensively take pressure off it. DeBrando will make a save. First shot of the day goes to Raleigh. Something's going on with Caribou. Yeah. Definitely no shade whatsoever. But anyways, going back to this game, I mean, yeah, crazy that this has sort of the feel of a playoff game, DC. A shot there, and that's a good save from DeBrando, but like we said before, Raptors, we didn't expect them to win a game this season, and then they went back-to-back against this very team, and they can, with wins and getting wins, they can easily punch their ticket to the playoffs.
Yeah, this Raptors team has just been picking up steam this whole season. They started a little slow coming in that expansion time alongside this Loons team. And realistically, the Loons started out hot, but now this Raptors team is starting to pick up and they have potential.
So we had a blue screen there for Monkey. So Exto will come in as goalie, sort of an emergency goalie. Jackson Smith and Jigba will make the sub on with VR Group. VR Groot wasn't there for those 2 games, so definitely could be an X factor. Oh, catching him on the line change is VR Groot. Shot! Scores! What a goal! Taking advantage of the line change, and it's 1-0 St. Louis. Just like that, catching them on the line change, and it appears that already there will be a timeout. They'll try and get Monkey back up there. But is Kissington the coach?
Probably.
How about
Kissington
that?
is the captain.
Look at that. I mean, what
although-
a story for him. I mean, he was a rookie not too long ago, and I think he still was a rookie, but then they trusted him to be a captain.
Yeah. He hasn't been playing for this Raptors team, but he has been a great leader for them. It was amazing. Early on, he was one of the players they picked up. Frumpy Bear appointed him captain, and he has just led this team. I see him in JBHL General every day and online scrimming with this team so much. He's a born leader for them. I wouldn't be surprised within a few seasons if maybe you see him owning a team of his own.
So just like that, St. Louis will take the lead. Little bit of a desperation thing here. Oh my goodness, what a shot from Raleigh! 60 hits the post. And that will go the other way. Raptors trying to keep it in, they can't. Jackson Smith and Jigba will try and bring the puck up. Possible breakaway chance here from Jackson Smith and Jigba. What a save from Exdo. The emergency goalie trying to right his wrongs after the first shot was let in. Bensky Foots hits it out, so it goes to the neutral zone. 60 will try and take control of it. He will for the moment, but VR Group will regain control. St. Louis trying to get out of their defensive zone. Riley is able to keep it in there for the moment. 60 will try and get a shot opportunity there. Bensky Foots will be behind him in the slot, looking for that opening on the shot from the pass from 60. Trying to get something to go. What a pass. Jackson Smith and Jigba gets it past the defense. So 60 will try and take control of it. Bensky Foots will try and hit it up, and he does. We'll just reset. An optional labor. We'll just try and get something to go. A little bit of a line change here. So McCoy will come in. Very interesting. McCoy did not start the game, but he will come in a little later. As sort of, he did. I did not see him. I must be blind. But anyways, yeah, okay. But option labor and McCoy will be out there. Xander and Breadman. Breadman's been sneakily good on this Raptors team. One of the reasons that they were able to get those 2 wins. Breadman trying to bring the puck up himself. Trying to get a shot off there. Durant will just hit it to the side because it didn't reach the net. McCoy trying to get something to go. In front, trying to get it to Breadman. He can't. Shot there, but that would have been offsides. Fantastic shot from Breadman, just a little bit to the right. Breadman trying to keep the puck in the zone. He does. In front, trying to get it over to Breadman. No one home, though. Optional labor will hit it out back to the neutral zone. McCoy will take control of it. They will go for the line change, very surprisingly. But McCoy does take control of it, so that VR Groot's out there. VR Groot trying to get something to go here. Like I said before, St. Louis started out the season sort of mediocre, but then have struggled, have really fell off a cliff a little bit. Trying to just regain control and at least survive to make that playoff spot. VR Groot trying to get out of the defensive zone, but good defense from Xander. 60 now coming in out of nowhere. Trying to do something with VR Groot. 28 seconds to go. VR Groot trying to hit it out. Jackson Smith and Jigba trying to get it around 1. Bensky Foots does take control of the puck for Raleigh. Hits it back in front of the net, but good save and good awareness from DeBrando. So Raleigh will try and reset, get one more shot opportunity here. Bensky Foots trying to get it around 1. He can't. So going the other way is Jackson Smith and Jigba. Hits it to the corner, trying to get a shot in front for VR Groot. He can't. That will get hit out as well, and that should be it. And as the first period ends, it will be St. Louis 1, Raleigh 0. And I'll talk to you, DC, right away as we move over to our desk at the Zamboni. I mean, what a start. I mean, St. Louis catching them on the line change, that's just a grave defensive error when it comes to, how Raleigh line change. And that comes with being a young team.
Yeah, I mean for sure. That first of all, when Monkey blue screened and had to leave the game, that just got Raleigh all confused out there. And I mean realistically, you don't make that line change. You probably don't let up that goal here. But I still think the Raptors have been outplaying this Wings team. McCoy has looked a little shaky to me, I feel. He hasn't looked like himself. He's not like dominating the ice like he normally does against teams. Out here, he's just looking like a little slow. I think he'll pick it up though throughout the game. What's your take, Cryo?
Yeah, I fully agree. And I think, like we said before, we talk about how the Raptors are our young team. They're a team that, you're going to see mistakes like this. This isn't the first time you're going to see this. This isn't going to be the last time you see it. But I mean, for St. Louis, they're really trying to hold on to this. I think Raptors still have been putting on a lot of pressure here because I think they realize this really is a win or go home game if they want to make the playoffs.
I mean, yeah, for sure. And like you saw it right after, I believe, St. Louis scored. Right away, Raptors come out with a face-off play to take a quick shot on Brando, hopefully catch him off guard. And I think that's the tempo they have to play with this team. They have to continue taking these quick shots, unexpected shots, fast shots, all of them. Shake Brando's mind up. That's how you're going to beat this Wings team.
Yeah, like we talked before, it was sort of the Jekyll and Hyde of the Brando. I mean, sometimes you get, Carey Price. Sometimes you get, post Bruins Tim Thomas. I mean, it's a complete toss up of what type of goal you get from the Brando. But he's looked solid so far. But as we start the second period, who do you think the X factor will fly up and get out of the screen so that way Caribou can get back to the face off? But who do you think should be the X factor from either side going into this period?
I mean, I think each one is one of them. Only one of these types of players, and it is both goalies. Both DeBrando and Monkey, although Monkey wasn't in for that first net, I think both goalies are going to be the X factor for their own respective teams.
Ender with a possible opportunity there at the shot, no good. So McCoy will take it up. McCoy posted as one of the top skaters in the JBHL. Rebound chance, scores, and he shows why. It's 2-0.
Yep. And although he looked slow in that first, he comes out raring right away. That is what you expect from your top player. That is like just beautiful for the Loons. Great job by McCoy coming out and really just putting the Raptors on their heels now, eliminating all hope to start the second period.
See a little bit of a line change from St. Louis. No, it'll just be the same line, but cheering and celebrating. That's why I don't see a coach there for St. Louis unless he's flying around as a team fan. I could be wrong.
No.
McCoy's running the team, so
right.
Interesting. He fired his coach. That's a very very McCoy move. That
Roby does nothing, obviously. So it's fine.
Yeah. So McCoy will try and take control of it. McCoy giving St. Louis a very comfortable lead here early on, but Raleigh has been putting on all the offensive pressure. It's really been the counterattack for St. Louis that's been working, DC.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. You're also just seeing them, McCoy especially, he's just creating opportunities out of nothing. And that is really how this St. Louis team has played. He has been the backbone of this team, and they have been trying to improve around him. Like VR Groot, for example. When he started, he was just like a basic player playing with McCoy. And now he's finally stepping up. These pieces are starting to all come together for the Lions.
Here we go. Possible chance here for St. Louis to take a possible 3-0 lead. Shot, but save made by Monkey. Coming out of his crease, making the poke check. That looked Krabby-esque. And just like that, that was a fantastic save. 60 trying to take advantage and intercept the pass. No good, so Ben Ski-Foots will take control of it. Yargroot trying to take control of it, get it out of the defensive zone. It's been all rallies on the offensive pressure, but those counterattacks have been deadly for St. Louis. Yargroot will try and reset with the puck, but possible chance from 60, but that's going to be a good poke check save from Monkey. Yargroot with another chance at a breakaway. This time, P3. That will not work. Monkey will just hit it to the corner. Yargroot will try and take control of the puck. Chance here from 60. Can't get in front of the net. Tobensky Foots will reset with the puck. Trying to get something to go for rally. But Yargroot will just reset with the puck yet again. Bensky Foots trying to get the puck. He can't. But there will be a line change for St. Louis. Perfect time for a line change. So trying to bring it up is McCoy. Trying to interrupt that pass. He does make a great juke move, but that's going to be a good save made by Monkey. Gets him to go in front. McCoy, what a save! Off the post, and Monkey somehow reaches back to grab it. I mean, just what a say. I mean, you talked about it, DC. I mean, the X factor was the goalies, and I mean, if the goalies show out, we're going to be seeing a very tight-knit game.
I mean, you've already been seeing Monkey show out. I know he wasn't in here for one of the goals, so he's already 6 for 7. I'm not 100% sure what the number of save percentage-wise is on that, but it's a pretty dang good save percentage.
Ended up as McCoy trying to take a 3-0 lead for St. Louis. I think they're looking for revenge here after those 2 embarrassing losses back to back where St. Louis just didn't look like their usual self. So McCoy, possible chance here, across the net, rebound chance, no good. Monkey with great awareness prevents disaster. Now they're just trying to get the puck away from McCoy. Xander will bring the puck up. Xander gets poke checked away with optional labor. In front, Breadman trying to get something to go, but McCoy plays good defense and they will line change. Are they going to try and catch him on the line change? They will for the moment. Bjergrup does get out there. So Bjergrup will be the lone man out there for the moment. Shot there! And that will be saved. Rebound chance, no good in front. Jackson Smith and Jigba will try and get something to go here. In front, going to round 2. Defender shot! Scores! What a play! Jackson Smith and Jigba juke 2 defenders. It's 3-0.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this is Jackson Smith and Jigba's debut. And what a play there by him. I think that one might have been pinged, but still good awareness to see that far side open and get that shot off. That is what you look for in rookies. I don't know. Oh, is it a name change?
I'll say this is from my knowledge, this is his like 2nd or 3rd game, but still he is a very new player.
Okay. He's very near. I know that. I've played him a few times at once. He has potential for sure.
So now Rally down 3-0. Believe the Caribou can let us know. Oh! Caribou can't let us know about nothing because Groot's scoring goals. It's 4-0.
I mean, ever since the blue screen, it's been all downhill for Raleigh. They looked pretty strong in the first, other than that one goal, but realistically, McCoy opened the floodgates early in the second, and it just hasn't stopped for St. Louis. Constant pressure, constant shot. Monkey can't save them all, and that's what it looks like it's going to be the rest of the night.
The counterattacks has been working well, but it's the goalie matchup you were talking about too. I mean, DeBrando's looked fantastic for those shots he's been able to face, DC.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's been one of the more underrated goalies in this league, in my opinion. He's played games. He's been on a weaker Loons team. This game, they're finally, I think, all the stars are finally like aligning. All the pieces are clicking together. They're looking like a strong team. This team you do not really want to face in the playoffs because they're constantly improving.
And what a goal, Jackson Smith and Jigba. That's his 2nd today. What a shot from the slot. It's 5-0. We can't, DC, we can't even talk about analysis. We can't even talk. They're scoring so many goals.
Bro, they're scoring so fast. That one looked like a dead play in the corner. I believe it was VR Groot. Perfect pass to Jackson Smith, and Jackson Smith just banged it home. Him having that quick of reaction time is amazing to see from a newer JBHL.
I mean, it goes back to, we talk about like how these new JBHLers with the passes. I mean, we talked about, I'm going to be talking about myself in the third person, but Crowd Justin in his debut getting 2 goals. But like, especially with VR Groot, he does all the things like he doesn't show up on the scoreboard unless it's assists, but he just seems to play the game right. In my opinion, I think he's one of the more underrated skaters in the JBHL. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, he could have been an all-star. Give it a few more games. Like, if the all-star announcements were like tomorrow, for example, I think he would be a certified all-star. But defense isn't as much valued in this league. And when you look at when VR Groot is on the ice, and can we get an SS check on this guy?
So that's a hat trick for Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah. Oh my God. But as I was saying, defense is like really undervalued in this league, in my opinion. Like, it doesn't appear on the stat sheet. I believe BHL is now implementing plus minus, which you'll see much more often. But VR Groot has been like lockdown defense for this Loons team. Besides McCoy, like this team has looked very weak this season, and when Grew has been on the ice, they have been able to lock it down and just feel pretty comfortable. Especially for DeBrando, having that defender in front of you, you just know you're in great hands.
Yeah, I mean, looking like prime boogie out there is Jackson Smith and Jigba. But anyways, going back to while we have a moment, Caribou, we have a double header,
Hello.
upcoming in the JBHL.
Yeah, we got 2 games at once. We're going to be streaming Dewsbury versus Rimouski as Breadman takes a shot towards the net. Sorry, real quick. We also have the Loons versus the Huskies going on. I'm not sure if that game's going to be streamed, but we'll keep you updated when we can.
Worst case scenario, we can pop in that game from time to time, give you like Sports Center updates in between the games. Well, I believe there will be a lull. I think both games are at 8:00, if I'm not mistaken. Correct? I could be wrong there.
Yep, you are correct. Both games 8:00.
So that should be a lot of fun. Then we'll have a lull from 8:30 to 9, I believe. Xander with a possible breakaway chance. Can Raleigh get on the board? No, they can't. That puck will get hit away. 12 seconds ago. Xander trying to get a goal back. I mean, once the score gets this bad, DC, we can sort of just talk about whatever. We could even talk about stadium foods if we want to, but I'm not that hungry.
Yeah.
But anyways, with that being said, that will be the end of the second period. Going into the third, we'll go over to the company Zamboni, as I like to call it. But I mean, overall, let's talk about McCoy for a little bit. Obviously, he's now leading this team. And he's sort of the coach. He's basically doing everything. He's Bill Russell-ing this team right now. What do you think about his chances in the BHL? Because obviously, with the recent rankings, he was number 2 overall.
I mean, realistically, here on this stage, he is looking like the complete dominant, like, spotlight. The spotlight's all on him for this St. Louis team. It was all on his back up until this game. Now, I do think he's going to be great in BHL, but at the same time, how is he going to like play with teammates around him? You don't see him passing much because his teammates have been like on the weaker end of the season. So that's the only question that arises for me. I think he's a very good standalone player, but how can he really bridge that gap to like being dominant with teammates and being dominant by yourself?
Yeah, and I think it goes back to, we talked about it before, me and someone else. What the hell? But overall, I mean, it's one of those situations where I think if he gets put in the right situation, I think he can easily perform to his ability. It's breaking that, curse of this, like, hey, you actually have players who can play around you. And I think that in the right situation, I think you can agree. I think he can easily be a great player. He just needs to break those mental habits.
I mean, yeah, for sure. And I think now that this St. Louis team is improving and they're going to get a shot in playoffs, most likely, I'd assume, I can see them stepping up, him actually getting to work with a teammate, not as much be that one-man team. And I really want to see how he approaches it. I'm excited to see it because this is where you can go from good to great.
So with that being said, we will go into the third period. Should be fun to see if Raleigh can get a goal back, but like we said before, we can sort of talk about really anything at this point, just because it's gotten pretty bad. And it looks like St. Louis has been in control for most of this game. As a coach here in the JBHL, we've had a lot of rookies come into the JBHL, sort of join mid-season with a lot of stuff like that. Who are some of the people that have surprised you?
I'm not going to try and think. I'll name like one from like every team. So we'll start with the 2 teams we have playing here. So this Jackson Smith, JSN, I'll just call him. I don't want to butcher the name.
Oh, maybe? No.
Nope. Clear from Brando. But as I was saying, I mean, he's shown it this game. He's really stepping up. He's a pretty new rookie. Let's look at this Raleigh team. So I believe Bensky Foots is a rookie. He's looked pretty solid this season alongside that 60-04. Who else?
I mean,
we'll go
crazy with Bensky Foots plays like a veteran. Just the way he plays, he's very disciplined.
Yeah. Let's see what other teams. I'll go to Detroit and Dewsbury, who I remember played last night. Detroit, you have the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Cryo Justin. also known as White Chocolate, who's our commentator here today. You've really been stepping up as a rookie.
Please stop. The fanfare is just too much. But anyway, shot there. Possible rerush chance, but that would be good.
And then like for Dewsbury, honestly, you could say anyone out there. All the players that played last night, all of them looked really strong.
He ain't a rookie, but how about that Realdo guy? You know, an all-star, did really a rock and goalie for Detroit. Also, he speaks French.
He's trilingual. He speaks French, Spanish.
He's trilingual. Yeah,
English. Yeah. Maybe even quadlingual. Though I've never asked him if he speaks any other languages. We don't know.
he spoke French during an interview once, and all of a sudden, there, I just realized he's the best goalie in the league.
Wow.
But, well, behind Willie, of course, but definitely not biased whatsoever.
And honestly, as well for the Deers, I don't like.
Is that in? Oh, that's right on the corner, and they finally score.
I believe there's no PvP on. I think we've missed that at the beginning. That's why that's happened there, because you can just spam P1 and no one will move because the puck is just there.
That is fantastic. I was wondering why that wasn't counted as a goal. Like everyone was in net. But yeah, I mean, if you mind me butting in, DC, I mean for Dewsbury, I would say Devonta Smith. I mean, it's really with the availability with him, but I think he's been a superstar whenever he's on. You know, when he's on the ice, he's absolutely the engine for that Dewsbury team.
For sure. But alongside that, I know it's quite split opinions about him in the league, but Tino honestly hasn't looked atrocious. He has been like stepping up for whatever team he was on. He was on the Spoons team close to a week ago. He was on NH for a bit, and the Deers, sorry. He's just looked like a plug and play player out there. Not anything special, not anything terrible. You know what you're getting from him.
So to classify, he was on Huskies for all of, I believe, an hour and 30 minutes. He played one game for the Huskies, and then they immediately dropped him, which is impeccable. But yeah. Is there well, I thought DC was going to continue.
I'm lagging out at the moment. Sorry. Let me move on to the next few teams. So RNH, although it's not a skater, I believe it's Super Cream Cakes for them, has looked really strong in net. I believe he's a rookie as well. He looks really strong. I think he has 2 shutouts in his first games, though they have been against weaker opponents.
What are we doing? Is that TMM? There's a face-off, by the way, Naxes. Need to call the whistle. Whistle.
Yeah, too many men.
But how are we getting a pen without hits on?
TMM.
Too many men on the ice. But I will say, I don't know if he's a rookie, DC. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, Deer's sort of that VR group clone where, you know, it's very interesting just because, like, there's a lot of, like, he's really disciplined on defense, but also he knows his role. How important is it for rookies to have?
Is anyone on? Rally?
Is finally someone comes on for Rally. But DC, how important is it to know that, like, you have players that can just, like, play their role and understand where they are in the totem pole when it comes to offensive production?
I mean, realistically, most teams are built on 2 star players, and then you have 2 very good role players. That's what makes a championship team out here. I'm going to look at my team from last season as an example. You had Bots and JMO, 2 top scorers in the league, and you have behind them SCP-99V2 and D Chaotic Lemon, who aren't leaders by any means. They don't like dominate on the puck, but when you have role players like that, a good team can go to a great team. And honestly, like, just getting those players, especially even veterans too, all of that stuff, that's what builds a championship team out here.
29 seconds to go. This game's looking like, besides, you know, a miracle, it will not
beyond the miracle
be the case. Yes, it would take breaking the laws of physics for Raleigh to win this game, but
5p shots.
five
How
piece
long
shots.
does it take to score a goal right off faceoff?
At least 4
Well,
seconds. So.
yeah, there's like
It's
mathematically no
impossible.
way.
Bang.
Maybe,
I think
maybe a
do
piece
we
shot
stay
here
here
from
in
St.
Raleigh?
Louis. No, I believe that Raleigh does. I think this next game is at. It's actually at Dews. It's
Yeah, Dewsbury, Rimouski at Dewsbury.
so Dewsbury and
Okay.
Rimouski will be the game that will be streamed alongside and sort of caught up as we do it. But we're actually heading over to Husky Stadium and we're gonna go see the Huskies face the Loons. So that should
I
be
thought we were
a
doing the
fun
other
game.
one. We can do
Ooh.
either of them. Which one do you want to do?
Up to you. I'm
I'm
loose
thinking
with
I'm
you.
leaning Huskies.
I feel like that's going to be a bit of a trouncing.
Wait, who's it? Huskies who? Loons, you said?
Huskies
Yeah.
Loons or Oceanic Deers?
I mean, Huskies Loon has the story. I just came from the sky.
With that being said, we are on to our next game, but we do have a doubleheader here, DC, which is going to be really interesting. This one has Stam, so we won't have time to really do much of a pregame, but we will mention what we're doing. So the Huskies and St. Louis will be playing here in RNH Stadium. But while this is going on, our friend Boogie, who's also the ref, will be giving you periodic updates between Rimouski and Dewsbury. And Rimouski and Dewsbury, DC, that's a playoff game, because if Rimouski wins that game, they're still in the playoff race. But if they lose, they're out.
I mean, yeah, for sure. And it's not even affecting those two teams. Raptors and it's just Raptors, they're also hugely affected by that game. I believe if I'm the Raptors, you're rooting for Rimouski here to kind of even out that bottom of the standings and hopefully, get that shot you need. Because after that big loss against St. Louis, it's definitely looking scary for them.
And that being said, we'll go straight into this game, which should be a lot of fun. But like we said before, the other game is no Stam, so we decided to hop over here. Huskies and St. Louis both look like really good teams, so
Yeah.
should be really interesting to see.
We have Cell opening keys right before the game, just getting a legendary goal explosion.
Love it. So Wad and believe that's Brando. Yeah, different Brando.
It's
So
a different
Brando on Brando
It isn't
Prime
the
here.
Loons Brando. This is Brisendo. He was playing a while ago, bit of an old head. Hasn't played for quite a while. Don't even know if he was a skater before, but I have honestly no clue. So, yeah.
So Juan and Brando will be out there, and then VR Groot and Jackson Smith and Jigba will start here for St. Louis. Obviously, the Brando in net for St. Louis. So Brando on Brando crime here, but Super Cream Cake's in there. Someone we mentioned before. Wild with a possible breakaway chance. So automatically, oh my goodness, Brando was tapped out or something. Luckily, he gets back in time. Wad couldn't get the goal. So going the other way is Jackson Smith and Jigba on the breakaway. Possible chance. Jackson Smith shoots, but that will be saved, made by Cream Cakes. Didn't even have enough time to commentate. My goodness. Back and forth. Wad will bring the puck up. Vergroup trying to hit it to the corner. Wad trying to get a shot off there. That'll be a save made by DeBrando. Brando will just check it to the corner. And there will be a delayed penalty here.
And we just have gotten a word from Boogie that the Rimouski Oceanic have scored by Imperial. So I believe that game is 0 now.
How about that? So Rimouski taking the early lead. So, yeah.
No, I did not.
But also, yeah, Imperial is very underrated too. I think when he came back, it was a big deal that he came back. But also, I think he's just also is a really good player. So, no, not someone to sleep on. But McCoy will be on the breakaway. How about this on the penalty kill? McCoy shoots, and that'll be a good save from Cream Cakes. No good on the rebound. So now he has to get back in time. Sell Born and McCoy will fight in the corner for the puck, trying to grab it. They can't. McCoy gets it out. 10 seconds left on the penalty kill. McCoy gets absolutely juked, but Wad prevents disaster. McCoy just hits it deep into his net. So it's 1-1. So we'll give you updates on that game as well. How about that? A juke from McCoy and Sellen Bourne, making the MVP look silly. Scores! McCoy says, screw your rankings. It's 1-0 St. Louis.
Yeah, that. Oh my God. And I mean, I said right before this game, leaving that Raleigh game, St. Louis looked really energized after that game. They looked strong. They finally looked like a complete team out here. And McCoy leading the way, of course, their captain, getting the score early against this pretty tough Huskies team, having 2 top 3 players and just making the top one look silly, as Cryo said.
I mean, Wad's complaining on the bench about how his team is dysfunctional. So, I mean, talk about it as a head coach, and I mean, as you have a player commentating the game as well. How important it is to have just like team chemistry and just more importantly have like short-term memory loss and not worry about the goal and just trying to get a goal back.
I mean, realistically, at first when I started playing, I was like all about winning, all that stuff. Then season 13 comes around, I believe it was. Some wise man by the name of Duma TM told me it's all about fun out here. You're just trying to have fun.
It's all about losing.
It's all about fun.
Oh,
no,
okay.
We were losing a lot that season on the Flamingos, but it's all about fun. I mean, and that's just how you should treat this game. I mean, you're just having fun out here.
So Stellenborn gonna try and get something to go. I think it just proves the competitiveness when it comes between Nixies, but it comes between the competitiveness for this Husky team. Scores! What a juke and dangle from Stellenborn, getting a goal right back. It's tied at 1.
What a goal! Both top 2 players probably in the MVP race going head to head, both getting on the board early for their team. Realistically, the rest of their teams need to step up. So who besides Sell and McCoy? I'm looking at Wad though on the RNH bench. Who's going to be the next player to step up? That's what both of these teams are looking for. I think whoever gets a goal from either neither McCoy or Sell first, that is going to be the winner of this game.
Now all of a sudden it's back to a tie game. Stellenborn Hockey Plays will be out there. Hockey Plays has been in and out of some lineups. So hoping to be a good player alongside Stellenborn. But really this is just the Stellenborn show. This is his world and we're just living in it. Stellenborn just trying to get around 2 defenders. I think they both realize it. Low on stam, so he won't come to the bench.
9 stam. Has to get off.
And he finally comes
and
out.
We've just gotten word
he's
that
not even sitting
Dewsbury-
on the bench, though. So he's not even regaining stamina.
Yeah. We've just
So
gotten word
Jackson's-
Dewsbury is now on a power play. So exciting to see what can come from that.
Bjergert will hit the puck up. Try and get it out into the offensive zone for St. Louis. They do for the moment. Wad and Jackson Smith and Jigba will fight for the puck. In front, Wad. Good block. Trying to get something to go. Jackson Smith and Jigba trying to get a pass out. He does. Brando gets it away. Wad with a possible breakaway chance, but Jackson Smith and Jigba will hit it to the corner. This has been a really good game so far. Defense, offense, everything you want out of a hockey game you've got in here early on. Jackson Smith and Jigba trying to get the pass off. He can't. Trying to get in front. Wad trying to take control. He does. Possible breakaway chance here from Wad. Shoots. Scores! From the blue line. And it's 2-1.
Yep. And
Yup.
as I said, whoever steps up here, I believe now the whole tide is shifting to RNH. You now have 2 players stepping up. I mean, sure, Wad has proven it all season. He's a strong player, but every game is different. And now RNH, 2 scores. The whole team's looking good. Super Cream's Cape is looking great. And I think this tide is starting to shift back in RNH's favor after that first goal.
Talked about how Wad needs to step up, but I mean, this really is a two-headed monster. I mean, you talked about having 2 key role players, but one thing that the Huskies have is they have the 2 stars. And I think we both can agree on that. I mean, two of probably debatably the top 5 players in the JBHL so far.
Yeah.
I've got
Hi,
a score
everyone.
update. Oh, hi, Boogie.
It's
got the score
1-1 going into the second period.
Thank you,
2
Boogie.
shots for each team.
Thank you, Boogie.
Interesting. So thank you, Boogie, with the updates. Obviously, reffing the other game as well. And Rotby just didn't want to move the game.
Looking before today, you would have thought this doubleheader would have been 2 pretty weak games. But honestly, I'm so mad that these 2 games on a doubleheader. You have the great game over here. 2 MVP candidates. They're clearly showing it out here. Both teams looking strong. Offense, defense, as you said. And then you have in Dewsbury and Rimouski, you have them fighting for a playoff spot. It's 1-1. It's close. Just a battle all around.
And with that being said, we'll take a quick little intermission break. I think both these teams have been really proving to be really well. I mean, obviously the stars are showing out today. The top 3 players overall, when we talk about these 2 teams together, have scored. How much do you think is going to be a factor for, the unsung heroes? Do you expect anyone to be an unsung hero here? Well, we're going just straight into a face-off. I was not ready for that, but we're going straight into the second period.
But as you asked, I mean, realistically, I see the St. Louis players stepping up, specifically Jackson Smith and VR Group. Oh my God.
What a shot there, but what a save made by Brando. I mean, when you have a rookie goalie in DeBrando, and I believe a similarly young goalie in Cream Cakes, I mean, if the stars are showing out, but you're preventing others from scoring, you're not letting the lesser names score on you. I think that's your main goal as a goalie in these tight knit games.
I mean, yeah, for sure. But because when you let one up to that weaker side player, you're just like, oh, how did I let up a goal to them? At least when it's to the top 3, you're like, oh yeah, they've been scoring on every goalie. And I mean, those weaker side players also provide a lot of energy to that team.
Chance scores! 1 makes it a 2-goal game.
Jeez. Wad now looking like the main guy for RNH tonight. I know Sell still has a goal, but Wad has just looked dominant on this St. Louis second line.
He looked like the main guy last night as well. He got 3 goals.
Yeah, he's looking to trying to sit on a wad of cash for the BHL trying to get drafted. So I don't blame him. I mean, there's a lot of talk about how Sell Unborn is the MVP candidate. I'll ask you, what do you think about Wad? Overtaking him for being the best player on the Huskies.
I think it's easily possible. He's been showing from the start of the season to now. His growth has been ginormous. He has been grinding day in, day out. He's just been putting in the effort, and it's showing out here. He's finally might be that top player on RNH.
The Huskies with a 2-goal lead. Possible chance at a breakaway. Wad, can I hear three? In front save made by DeBrando. Rebound from Deere, no good. Rebound chance again, but that hits wide. Deere will hop over to the bench. And Brando will hop on. Brando and Wad out there, and Jigba and Groot will be out there for the other. Jackson Smith and Jigba can't get anything to go. VR Groot trying to hit it out. Wad in front. No good. Wad trying to get a shot in front, but VR Groot with good defense. Jackson Smith and Jigba will try and get around two defenders. It will work for the moment. But can he continue that pressure in front? But Cream Cakes will hit it away. Chance at a rebound, no good. Jackson Smith and Jigba will go to the bench. So McCoy and optional labor will go back out there. I mean, what a joy it is just to watch like a game like this, DC. I mean, having three possible MVP candidates in this same game, but all of them scoring as well. It's just a delight to watch.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. This is looking like one of the classics of this season, on par with that Detroit RNH game as well. High scoring, high action, lots of good saves. It's not even that the goalie is looking bad, even though the save percentages don't tell the full story. Everyone on the ice is looking strong, and it's just great out here to see.
Yeah, talking about game of the year potential, how about tomorrow where the Flamingos face the Nordiques? You know, debatably the two best teams in the league, which, I mean, should be a very interesting matchup because both of them are definitely heavyweights. Obviously, Detroit going with a little bit of a youth movement, so looking at underdogs,
Yeah.
but could still be they're not going to go down without a fight. I can guarantee that.
I mean, looking at that game, basically a lot of people don't see it, but that game has a huge implication on the President's Trophy. Detroit wins that. Quebec is at the President's Trophy race practically, and Detroit has a chance based on goal differential. I don't think it's possible.
I wouldn't say they're out, but it's out of their hands if they
it's out of their hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it comes down to differential at that point.
How about that McCoy trying to catch them sleeping? Shot there from McCoy. Scores!
Goal.
His second of the day. They're not dead yet. Loons only down by 1.
Jeez. What a goal by McCoy, clearly showing why he is the backbone of the St. Louis team. Not that the team has looked weaker today. I think today has been the best day of Loons hockey we have seen all season. But McCoy still being that guy stepping up. You expect him to. You know he's probably the MVP favorite in the league, and he is showing it out here.
Absolutely agree. I mean, it's been just a joy to watch, you know, day in and day out when it comes to just watching. It's just fantastic hockey to watch. I mean, this is looking like a really interesting game. Wad, can he go for 3? But that's a great save made by DeBrando. Trying to get another shot in front. He can't. Wad trying to get around 2 defenders. He can't. Great defense from St. Louis, but that will be a delayed penalty on the Loons. Will they touch the puck before Wad gets a shot off? Wad gets a shot off, but DeBrando will make the save, and it looks like the Huskies will go on the power play.
I mean, I personally didn't see the play because I crashed, but what it sounds like, seems like it was like I don't personally know what the call was, but this could be a huge volt of RNH for RNH, to just pull away. If you can get a goal early in this,
cutting him real
them
quick,
on their heels.
Just cutting him real quick. It is 1-1 at Dewsbury and Rimouski after the second period. Take a look.
Oh,
So
seems pretty exciting.
I mean,
over
honestly, both those games look great, but I'm fine with we're able to watch this one. I mean, St. Louis is still trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. I mean, if you're a team like Raleigh, you're sort of begging for the Huskies to win this game. So that way, Raleigh still stays in the playoff hunt, even after that loss. But Jackson Smith and Jigba will try and get a shot in front. Oh my goodness, that goes across the post, but that will be no good. Penalty kill will end. Vjargroot out there, so he will stay out there with Jackson Smith and Jigba. In front, trying to get a pass off. Good defense, but
If I'm St. Louis personally, I believe if you get the OT point, you get really close to clinching. So you got to get this third and final goal to tie it up pretty early, and then just play hard defense for the rest of the game, and then you can really show out in OT.
Why not? Why not try and go for the jugular and try and go for the goal? I mean, this would be a statement win for St. Louis this late in the season. So, Wad gonna try and get something for Groot. Groot trying to get the puck up. Gets the puck around one. Can't get it around Sellenborn. Sellenborn trying to get it around. In front. McCoy will just hit it behind the net. And McCoy will just waste time and save it as a one-score deficit as we go over to here, and we will talk about this game. Wow. I mean, just what a joy we were able to watch. I mean, to think that we have two very close games that we can't even commentate the other one. This is insane to watch so far.
Yeah. I mean, just like a show of stars out here. This looks like a mini all-star game to me. Everyone on the ice is looking strong. Everyone out here is looking great. And I've just gotten news that the Dewsbury Deers have taken the lead 2-1 with a Devontae Smith goal.
That is
The end of the
devastating
second
news
period.
for Raleigh. That is devastating news for Raleigh.
Yep. And for that Deers team, you might be able to finally get that playoff spot. And they've been turning a new leaf as of recently, so maybe they could even make some noise in the playoffs.
What is your goal for St. Louis going into this game? I mean, for this last period, as the faceoff will start momentarily.
3-1.
But-
3-1 Dewsbury. 3-1. Sorry for
3-1 Dewsbury. Wow.
3-1.
Well, I mean, what do you think the game plan should be for St. Louis going into this third period?
Oh wait,
Yeah,
I just remembered
that's what
I'm
I'm
up here.
looking
I
at.
don't know why I'm messaging DC Gem Master. I can announce this.
What's funny is that?
We are very organized here in the
I
JBHL.
forgot I was here. I'm not gonna lie.
And Tellenborn with a possible chance here. Save made by DeBrando. But yeah, going back to what we were talking about, DC. I mean, oh my goodness, what a shot. And that's barely wide. DeBrando thinking his lucky stars that was wide. But what does St. Louis have to do? What do you think their game plan should be in this third period?
I mean, personally, as an owner, it's the same thing I would tell to my team. You got to get this one goal back. I don't care. Like, you're not in the mentality anymore where it's 0-0. You are now in the danger zone. You have one period left to get it. You know you've already gotten two. You can get that final one. Get over that hump, then handle the rest of it in OT, and you can, like, really play well. I think McCoy will step up. And
They're not there. The play is live on the delayed penalty. But talk about opportunities and trying to capitalize on them, DC. We're going to see a penalty on the Huskies. And McCoy's telling the ref that he gave him back shots. Insane stuff. So an interference
Can we
penalty
say
will
that
be
live?
given to Brando.
Probably. It's fine.
Unk got caught lacking, and just like that, St. Louis will go on the power play.
Oh, and this is the energy you need for St. Louis. You get a goal here on this power play, tie game instantly. It is.
But also why they just put their best defensive playmaker out there in Wad. I mean, it is going to be a tough task to get by him and get a shot opportunity here on the power play. Wad is just.
I mean, realistically, though, he's playing puck dominant right now. If you make a pass to your other teammate, you spread out the ice, you can get a goal here pretty quick. Watt is just playing on the puck. You steal it from him.
Is it Easter? Why is he acting like the Easter Bunny with all these hops? But anyways, going the other way is Wad. Wad will just hit it back to Brando for the moment, but then juke. What a juke from Wad trying to go for the shot. Wad's got to be low on stamina, but
We have a update. Devonta Smith just scored his third goal this period. 4-1
Wow.
victory.
Oh my God.
Devonta
2
Smith,
minutes.
dude, I'm telling you, Devonta Smith's going to be very great in the next level. I'm a big
He's having
Devonta
a
Smith
rough
fan.
week.
Did
I
he
mean,
like just show up in the third?
to this day, the most shocking thing that ever happened in the JBHL was Angry Ginger Boy got in a car crash and then scored a goal that same night. Like, that is probably the most insane. I didn't know it happened at the time. Not to mention, it was probably one of the greatest goals of the season. I mean, Humble King is a good way to put it for Angry Ginger Boy. I mean, he's been a standout player. Even then, there's people in the league, if you believe it or not, that aren't, Ginger Boy truthers. They sort of just they're just not big fans of it, which I think is crazy because I think has insane potential.
Side story with
My bad
that.
on that, but
he was playing at half volume because it was hurting his head to listen to everyone calm for that game.
Devonta
That
Smith,
is-
fourth goal. 5-1 Dewsbury.
Oh, we picked the right game to do because this one's at least close. But Dewsbury,
Wait,
Hats off.
Missia said, can I FF? Can they FF this game?
Boogie, did Devontae Smith just show up in the third period? 'Cause that's
No,
what it
he's been
sounds
here.
like to
He's
me.
been here the whole time.
4 goals in the third period. What a performance!
2 minutes to go here in this third period.
Missia just said, I want to FF the rest of the season. I think he really likes
Ellen Bourne
JBHL
in
right
front,
now.
possible shot, and he misses the puck.
Works for me. I play them.
We will talk
I mean,
about this
yeah, I
after
mean,
the game.
thank God we didn't have to face that Dewsbury team, because because yesterday if we had to face Devonta Smith, that would have been interesting.
Ooh,
You
we did
face
face him.
Devontae
We
Smith.
did face him.
Oh,
Really?
Wait,
Bro,
Imperial just
you
scored.
got 2 assists on his head.
5-2.
Oh,
5-2,
Imperial
5-2.
scored. Okay.
5-2.
5-2.
Honestly, a TO here from the Loons, I believe. I don't like this personally. Because although you're getting McCoy back on, you are letting this RNH team line stack Sell and Wad, which is just
Yeah.
dangerous.
Which
to
is
me. Actually, I believe-
by definition the best, in my opinion, the best first line in the league if we're talking about best players. I mean, just talent wise, it's just having 2 top 5 players on the same line is just ridiculous for Packers. So I'm trying to get something to go, but McCoy does steal the puck on the faceoff. So McCoy trying to get a shot off here. 1:34 to go here in the third. Sullenborn takes it around the net. So he'll try and pass it up to Wad. Wad trying to get it open, but McCoy prevents disaster. Trying to get in front. Oh my goodness, wait, there's 3 men on the ice, but they pulled the goalie. That's why. McCoy, optional labor, and Groot out there. They're pulling the goalie with 80 seconds left in the game. This is a really risky call, but this is going to be really interesting to see if they can get anything to go. McCoy trying to get something to go. Now they have to prevent the open goal net from Sell, and they do. VR Groot will just hit it out. Trying to get something to go. McCoy does get it by Sullenborn. Wad trying to play good defense, and he does for the moment.
It's 2 minutes.
Optional labor.
For anyone wondering, it's 2 minutes.
Trying to get something to go in front.
Yeah.
Possible chance here,
When you're
and that
down.
will be hit wide. In front, another chance! Oh, the P3 is saved from Cream Cakes! Optional labor, trying to get something to go. VR Groot trying to manhandle Wad in the corner, trying to get control of the puck. 35 seconds to go. Can the Loons get a goal back and force overtime? Wad just trying to take control of the puck. Play conservative. Now you have 2 Loons on Wad, and they're just trying to take control of the puck. McCoy is open in the slot, and they're just trying to waste time. And there's a delayed penalty, and it's going to be on the Huskies.
Delay
So
of
the
game.
delay of game. So now it's going to be 3-on-1.
Oh, if only. Oh my god. Oh, they call it TO, of course. Just to get a second to think about it. I wouldn't call that TO. If you're Sell, you have the best player on the ice and you're giving the Loons all that stand back. Yeah.
This is you want to talk about an MVP moment. This is exactly where big time players make big time plays. This time it has to be a defensive play from Sell and Unborn. He has to do a 1-on-3 power play for 20 seconds. And this is a very decent line with McCoy, Jackson Smith, and Jigba and VR Groot. Your best 3 players for St. Louis are out there.
I mean, I'm looking here. A pullback to VR Groot. VR Groot passes it to the top of that right dot, and McCoy just bangs it home.
And they get the shot. And Jigba doesn't win the faceoff. Sullenborn wins it, going the other way, but they do get immediate defense there. 14 seconds to go. Sullenborn going to try and hit it behind, try and just play good defense and try and prevent disaster. McCoy trying to take control of the puck. 7 seconds to go. Sullenborn trying to get around, just wasting time. How about this for an MVP? He hits it wide, and the Huskies survive.
Oh, actually, the other game is over. 5-2 to Dewsbury.
Yeah.
Can you grab stats for that, please, Boogie? And can you actually get the stats?
Yes, I can.
And same for you, Noxus. Please get the stats in the channel, otherwise I will have an aneurysm.
I believe the next game got rescheduled, so our next game would be at 9, correct?
Is it
With the
rescheduled?
best team in the league.
Okay,
Was it
I'm
scheduled?
going to be out then. I'm going to be leaving. I have an amateur game at 9:20.
Yeah, that's all good. DCG. We have Rally versus RNH like in 3
Peace.
minutes, right?
Oh, okay. I thought that game got rescheduled, but
Did it?
I don't know.
I have one last word before I go though.
La Agua.
If I could have one last word. So, realistically, we saw like 2 MVP candidates.
And with that being said, we're right back into our next game. It will be the Huskies facing the Raptors. And after a fantastic day from the Huskies, it's going to be really interesting to see if they can sort of bounce back. I will be joined here, obviously, by Caribou, and obviously Boogie and Legal will be our referees, but Angry Ginger will also be here on color commentary with his buttons from time to time. But let's get right into this game. And possible chance from Wad right off the face-off, and that will be hit wide. Bensky foots. Trying to get something to go is Wad. Wad trying to keep it in the corner. Wad trying to juke. Monkey saw it though. In front, possible chance, but 60 will hit it wide. And defense being played there. Trying to get something to go in front. They can't. 60 trying to reset with the puck. Wad with a possible breakaway chance, but it'll be poke ticked away from Monkey. And trying to get something to go. Another save and another good poke check from Monkey. Rally just trying to get some offense going, and it looks like it's not going to be the way to go versus the Huskies. Deere trying to play good defense, and he does for the moment. Trying to hit the puck up to 60. 60 and Deere fighting for it in the neutral zone. Trying to get in the offensive zone. They do. 60 going to try and take control of it. In front, they can't. Bensky foots. Can't get it around Wad. Wad controls the puck. Monkey just hits it to the corner. Wad. Trying to get something to go for the Huskies. In front. Possible chance, but that will be eaten up by Monkey. And I mean, it's been all Huskies early on here, Ginger Boy.
Yeah, it's really been lopsided. And I'm kind of confused what what the coaching staff on Rally is kind of doing here. I don't know what they're doing with their lines because they had Xander sitting off and Breadman, so it kind of looks like they're benching Kissington this game.
Which is really interesting. You know, Kissington was seen as sort of a promising prospect. That wouldn't have counted because that would have been offsides. But, I mean, it's really interesting because Kissington was seen as sort of a raw prospect, but he definitely had promise in the games he played. So him getting benched, unless he, you know, didn't make it in time and didn't make the lineup, I mean, very interesting. I mean,
Nix's just told me that Kissington is coaching this game.
Yeah, Kissington
Yes,
is
he was-
the team coach. He was for last game.
yeah, he was coaching. He was coaching last game too. You can coach and play at the same time. We've seen it with McCoy. So I think Kissington just doesn't want to put himself in. Doesn't want to run double duty in front. Sellenborn going to try and get something to go. He can't. Xander will try and play good defense. He can't. Breadman last line of defense. What a save made by Monkey. Xander trying to get something to go and reset here for Raleigh. Boogie is sniffling all over my microphone. This is great. Anyways, here comes Sellenborn going the other way.
I haven't done anything yet. Yo, oh, my fault.
Now you're good. I was just joking around. But Sellenborn going to try and take control of the puck here for the Huskies. Trying to play defense is 60, and it does work for the moment.
60 has been a really interesting player this season. He has like shows of
Elaborate,
talent.
yeah.
He has like shows of talent, but at times I feel like he doesn't really. I don't know. I think he needs just a little bit more time because I don't think he has as much game sense. I've been defenseman.
Wad with a breakaway, that would be saved.
His plus minus has been interesting to say the least. I feel like that's because he's on this team here.
Shot from Wad gets saved, made by Monkey. But I mean, if we're being completely honest, I think Wad's probably running away with that defensive player of the year. I mean, he's been when it's him and Sellenborn. Sellenborn's easily the offensive engine for that team, and Wad is just he's really disciplined defensively, and it really shows. And
I think he is, but I feel like his talent is more so offensive.
He's sort of like
he is as defensive.
If you and Wad would probably be in the same thing. It's like a Brent Burns type situation where you're a defender, but you're known as a goal scorer, producer. Which is absolutely possible.
I get that. I don't know. I feel personally as if he more so prioritizes the offense more than like the defense.
Well, a good defenseman in twos is the one who dictates the game, and I think Wad does that perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
Bravo, breakaway chance from Xander going the other way, and that's a great save made by Cream Cakes. That was probably the Raptors' only chance on offense with a breakaway chance.
Like a couple of people have said before, like the defender is kind of like the quarterback of the team. You are generating those, chances for your offensive players.
Ooh. With that being said, I don't think we're skipping, but so they're just wondering if they're skipping here. So we'll just talk quickly. What do you think is the going to be the game plan for Rally going forward?
I think mostly their game plan is kind of just survive. Because really, honestly,
Sorry,
if they can
we're
just
getting right into it. We're literally they skipped, so I'm.
Damn.
Yeah, continue.
Because really, they both have two players really that are good at scoring. AJ Clips, I know, is a pretty decent player, but he isn't nearly as offensively, sound as those two players. So if they can lock them up and just use their mistakes against them, they might be able to have a chance here.
Front, try and get it to Brando. He can't get anything to go. We'll try and reset with the puck. Bring it into the offensive zone. He's going to try and set up Sullenborn, but great defense from Breadman. Hits it at least out to the neutral zone. Breadman trying to get something to go here. Trying to get the puck in front. Sullenborn's going to possibly get on the breakaway chance, and that's a great save made by Monkey.
Monkey has been a very surprising goalie.
I can agree with that 1,000,000%. Sullenborn trying to take control of the puck. Xander poke checks it away from the MVP candidate for the moment, but he gets it right back.
Game is still no.
And I mean, it goes back to the Raptors. How? Ooh! He RKO'd him! Someone call the state police! My goodness, arrest that man!
How do I call a P shot again?
I want to do a P shot.
Is
I
it?
mean, I want to see the replay.
Is it?
The replay is
Ooh,
not.
no, that's not. That's
replay.
not. That's just a penalty. That's not a penalty.
I don't think that's a
think
P
that's
shot.
I don't think that's a P shot at all. But
But I wanted to point out when Xander was on the ice, you know, they have two very new players that have stepped up for them, Monkey and Xander. They've kind of, you know, helped generate stuff for this team. Maybe they might be able to pull out the win tonight.
Here we go, trying to get something to go. In front, but good defense from Sullenborn. Possible breakaway chance on the penalty kill, but great save from Monkey. Trying to keep it as Sullenborn. Another chance and another save made by Monkey. He has been trying everything he can to keep this team in. Mind you, Raleigh is on the power play. They have not touched the puck once.
Raleigh, they don't seem positionally sound. They're kind of both chasing the puck and they seem unsure.
Trying to grab the puck, but Sullenborn will take control of it.
He's just walking them.
And yeah, he's walking to the bench. I mean, they have the time to do it. Deer will come out. Sullenborn, great penalty kill. Deer going to try and take the puck into the offensive zone. He does. Try and get the puck in front to Wad. Has a man right on him. That's Bensky Foots. Deer trying to get the puck in front. He can't. Wad keeps it in the offensive zone. He will go there. Wad going to try and get a shot off, but that's going to be a good save. In front, Wad trying to take control of it. He does. Gets it back to the corner. Deer open in the slot. Trying to find opening is Wad. Loses the puck. So 60 will try and bring the puck up. Bensky Foots is basically guarding where Monkey is. That's how far back defensively they are.
Oh.
But 60 trying to get something to go. Line change here. So Xander will come in. Wad trying to get around Xander. He does for the moment. Breakaway chance and another save by Monkey.
Monkey is really keeping this team in the game. He has been very sound. Very sound.
I'm glad you to call this. This is prime Brexit ball. This is park the bus, hockey, if we could ever see it.
Shot in front, and that's going to be another save made by Monkey.
Are you Everton in disguise?
I feel like that was a good save.
Is this Atletico Madrid but hockey for him? My goodness.
I think Watt didn't reset the P3 there. It didn't have any gas on it.
I was about to say, how is that elite ball knowledge, but you are American. So.
And shot.
Did you bring up Everton?
And try and get his
I get
pass
the
from
reference.
Xander. I mean, really, it's just kind of like how the England Football Club plays, where they just play, 17 defenders and 1 forward or something like that? It's Alexander Arnold, and they just want a bunch of them, and then you're good. While trying to get a shot off, but Bredman will play defense. Deer's been, like we said before, Deer's been really defensively sound here for the Huskies, and it's really been a huge help letting Watt be the offensive engine. What a shot, what a save made by Cream Cakes.
I'll be here at Mac.
And trying to get a shot in front. Monkey will save it. Almost a shot from Wad. Xander, luckily, gets to it in time. Deer going to try and play defense. He does. Wad will try and take control of the puck. Breadman will steal it from him. Xander will try and hit it. No good. 1:30 to go here in the second. A bad P3, so they'll just try and reset it again. Sullenborn will come back into this game. In front, trying to get a shot off is Sullenborn, and that's going to go off the post. Unborn. Going to try and reset here. What a juke from Sullenborn, trying to get a shot off. But Xander was ready for it. Bensky Foots will come out. Bensky Foots. Trying to get something to go. 60 with good defense. He knew Sellenborn was going to shoot that. Find it really interesting. They just let the top two players beat the top two players. And shot there, and another save made by Monkey. That is just a fantastic shot and a fantastic save. Brando will be out there. Yeah.
Oh, Moff. I
Definitely.
completely missed that.
I think
Oh,
you were
yeah.
one of those people that taught me that as well. You in DC. Learned a lot about fundamental blocky hockey. And a little bit of chippiness there. No penalty called. So going the other way. Sellenborn shot, and that's another save from Monkey. He is unconscious.
This is going to be so sad when they finally score that first goal. This is going to be absolutely
Wad
devastating.
in front. They're just letting them both run out there. Shot possibly for Sellenborn, but that gets hit to the corner. 60 just trying to prevent the goal.
15 shots saved.
And how big that 16?
Wow. Monkey is standing on his head. He is absolutely keeping rally in this game.
He's looking like Prime Brookson out there, bro.
Oh yeah.
He's looking like Prime Jan Oblak. Like, I mean, honestly, he's looked fantastic. I mean,
Are we sure this is
When did
NFL
Oblak have a
for?
prime?
no, Oblak or Handanovic? Which one do you want me to say? I play FIFA. Listen. I play FIFA. All right.
Just like
Listen, I
Prime
bet-
Martinez, bro.
Emi
we got
Martinez.
Are we
Mate,
Now,
he's fucking
guys,
good.
Brighton fans, honestly.
are we
Dude, what do
sure
you what do you know? What do you know about? What do you know about? Oh, we have to go. What do you know about Man United legend Juan Mata, dude?
Everything. What do you mean? Because of legends.
Okay.
What more is there to know? He's good. What about Nani? Do you know about Nani?
Oh, don't even get me started on Nani. Oh my god.
Whoa.
Is this Jordan Pickford in a fucking monkey suit?
no, Jordan Pickford would just rage more. Jordan Pickford would rage after every shot, every save. He would shit talk every single time. Shot another save from Monkey.
He made the saves though.
I think I might shit myself if Monkey shuts up.
And I get another shot in front. Scores! They finally break through the 18th shot, and the Huskies take the lead.
We can't expect perfection. He's doing really, really well.
Why is Brunlin here? This guy just waffles about really irrelevant stuff. This guy has no idea who to draft. He's going to whiff the draft again. You're hearing me, Brunlin. The Storm suck at drafting. All right? If you need some advice, let me know.
They have an interesting tracker.
No, but they should draft Crowd Justin. Trust.
He tunes in for 2 games a season, picks the best player, and then calls it a day.
I'm like with NHL. I'm like an NHL team. I can fix her. Don't worry.
What draft pick do they have this year?
Almost every single one, mate.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, God. He'll still find a way.
There's also expansion teams coming too. I think Boston Grizzlies are rumored to be.
Oh, really?
Coming back.
I love the Boston Grizzlies. Sorry.
They're rumored to be coming back. Yeah, no, it's exciting, dude. As a Boston sports fan, having a Boston team to root for in the BHL, that would probably be my go-to team.
I know my sports city is not going to get a team. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, Timbuktu does not have a sports team, unfortunately. So
no.
And how about that? A little bit of chippiness from Juan. They do not call it. McCoy's yelling back shots from the crowd.
Just say on.
Trying to get in front is Xander.
Oh, Xander.
Trying to get something to go. Now Rowley's on the back foot. Now they need to get a goal back here.
You know what this reminds
me
of?
Almost a really bad blunder.
Season 15 Portland Admirals. Yeah. Honestly, Browder Fen in net. Parking the bus for about 15 minutes straight. This is prime Admirals ball. And Golden Hunter, one of the owners of the Admirals, so you've seen a bit of his coaching style taking effect.
Redman is kind of far out of position here. He almost had that pass there, but
yeah, I'd be expecting the pass on offense. Is that transition from offense to defense is going to be really key.
Yeah, that
That,
was a clear pass.
that separates the good from the decent players, and then the decent to great players. That's where you get into angry ginger boy territory, unfortunately. So
Okay, let's not glaze too hard, all right?
I just speak. I speak facts. I don't speak any other language. So
Let the
Other-
car
other-
crash stat.
other-
let
other
the
than-
car crash stat, speak for itself.
I still, dude, I didn't know that happened until after the game.
Dude, I scored
So-
five points on the night that I got a car crash.
Dude, you scored the greatest goal of the JBHL season with your car crash. I'm like, that's not even
There's
glazed.
still
That
a
was
couple games left. Let's not get too hasty.
that was near side. Goalie was literally had his ass to the post, and you still got it in. Like that was an insane goal.
There's like a little window that you can use.
Yeah, I know. Zulos was like, "Oh, he showed me that," and I'm like, "Oh, he showed you that. Wonderful." But
Oh, that was a bad
Thing is, you know, in front.
defensive play there.
Monkey, I mean, still, Monkey's faced 19 shots, but he saved 18 of them. Now 20,
Yeah.
but I mean, you can't.
No, I
Well, yeah,
think
I
the
mean, now he
only-
faced 20 shots, but you know what I mean.
I think
Oh
the
my goodness,
only
almost a chance
goalie-
another one, but no good.
I think the only goalie to face more shots in a game is Salted, and that's 23.
Yeah, that was the game where he was just standing on his head and just unconscious.
That was the game after the concert.
Sellenborn, trying to get something to go. They're just standing still. I don't. Anyways, back to it. Can Raleigh get a goal back? It's only a 1-goal game.
Really, really hot take.
Go on.
I think
Go
Watt is
on.
better than Cell.
I do
Yes,
think Watt is better
That's not
than
even a
Sal.
hot take,
Really?
in my opinion.
I
Yeah.
honestly agree with that.
It-
the reason why-
if you told me that in the first half of the season, I would agree. I would disagree. Oh, immensely! That was a chance to tie up this game. Oh my goodness, what a shot from Breadman!
They're saying Raleigh should pull. Do not pull. There is nobody else on. There's nobody else apart from 60. You need Monkey for any chance of this game, so I just wouldn't pull.
Yeah, I would never pull against Sellenborn and Wad on the line.
Mm.
That is asking for trouble. In a 1-goal game,
Well, Cell's on 9 stands.
No, they
so-
can't.
oh
Please go to OT. Come on.
oh that's
Come
a oh what a
Nice
save!
shot in front. What a save made by
What a
Monkey.
save!
It's over. Now they TO. I was saying you had to drop that. Otherwise, was it Roaring the Render or going to TO? And now that they've TO'd, it's pretty much over. You've got Cell and Wad, the
What
two
a-
best players, debatably, in the league at the moment, on a line together for
But-
the last 34 seconds. So
Legal. I agree with your point there. You know that. I think Wad is the one of the best players in the league, and I think he is better than Cell. And I think that because most of the games that the Huskies have played have been no stam. Watt has kind of just been generating these chances for Cell to kind of take the puck up and score. And he might not have the assists for those goals, but his presence alone has generated those chances.
Oh my God,
He
please.
said 2 seconds ago, one more chance at a shot. That will be it. The Huskies will win this game 1-0. Talk about parking the
Yeah.
bus. They parked the airplane for as long as they could, but it wasn't enough.
like,
Oh,
it wasn't just a bus.
dude, I still I had one of those like special like Harry Potter DVDs that like had like those interactive like main menu screens, and that shit scared the absolute hell
Oh,
out
the
of me as a
night
kid.
bus?
I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah, I
why.
remember that one.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
gonna
that's
be
scary.
a
Dude, I literally could not watch that
bumpy
movie for like at least a year.
ride. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. That little like, was it the jingly head on the side of the bus or with the Jamaican accent?
Yeah.
Okay,
We have time. We have time for an. We have time for an interview or two. We have time for.
We have 8 minutes.
An
I'd
interview?
rather just go and do a desk. But
I want to at least get Cell on board, or at least Wad. I think one of them are here. I could be wrong.
Neither of them are here. So
Neither of them are here. Never mind. All right, let's go right to our next one.
Something wrong.
The home of Cooper Flag is the home of the Maine Lobsters for the last 2 games of today for the JBHL season. And or not for the season, but for at least today. We still have 2 more games to go, but me and Ginger Boy will be here, play-by-play and co-commentary. Should be a lot of fun. But let's go over Maine real quick. We've gone over St. Louis on other, games and other stuff like that. But how do you think Maine's going to do in these 2 games? Because these are 2 big games for Maine.
I think that Maine has definitely retooled after that trade that they made. They sent away Plantus, but they got Edmund and they got Chaotic Lemon and they got Cly, and they've kind of been a different team ever since. Cly has been a really solid goalie for them, and Edmund has generally been one of the best defensemen in the league. I think only 3 goals have been conceded by him in 8 games. 8 games this season, 3 goals against. That is a crazy statistic. So I honestly think that the Lobsters, are in a very good spot right now. And seeing as playoffs are coming around, have they clinched? Are they in playoffs?
Not quite.
I mean, if they need at least 1 win, I believe. I think they need at least 1 win, and then it will be a clinch. I could be wrong.
I honestly think they're going to be a sleeper team for the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it goes back. I think Boogie has honestly been one of the more surprising factors and sort of been like the leader of this team. They've been looking for a leader, and Pontus just wasn't that for this team. He just internal issues. But I mean, overall, I think that Boogie has really changed the way this Lobsters team plays as a skater, because he's really taken that leadership role.
Mm-hmm. I think
So
that. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna. The floor is yours, my good ginger friend.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I think that kind of carries over to my point there, that they've really rebuilt the team in the last half of the season.
Yeah, I fully agree. And when looking at the standings right now, but if beyond disaster, like if the Deers and Loons go on runs and the Maine Lobsters just lose the rest of their games, you could see a world where the Maine Lobsters don't clinch. But I seriously do think that the Maine Lobsters will be in the playoffs. It's one of those interesting teams. What do you think? Because me personally, I think that with this Maine Lobsters team, it's really more of a fact that this team in general it's scary to face in the playoffs just because of how underrated they've been second half of the season.
Oh yeah, they are. I mean, they have some deadly players out there. I know that I just talked about Edmund being a very strong defensive player, but he's also been putting up a lot of stats. And I mean, looking at the other players up there, they have a very decent team. Gamer Geek, he has a good shot on him, and I think that generally this team could make a solid run of the playoffs. I don't see them getting too far, but I do think that they are definitely going to get past the first round, maybe even after the second.
Yeah, and one of the craziest thing here is that what I'm learning from, this game is Super Cream Cakes complaining even after the win. It was a thriller against St. Louis. We were able to commentate that game. I mean, Super Cream Cakes has been outstanding as a rookie for the Huskies, but what you could talk about, we can talk about it as players as well. But I mean, the mental aspect is almost as important as the mechanical aspect for anything you do, especially JBHL.
Very much. And I know about that firsthand from playing on, going from one end of that extreme to the other, between going from St. Louis last season to Minnesota. I feel like certain teams definitely have way worse, mentalities than others. And to avoid any issues, I'm not going to say which I believe had that problem, but it's very important to have a strong team chemistry and to have that strong culture inside of that team. And I feel like that can definitely catapult a team that isn't usually as good to being way better.
Yeah, I mean, you can just look at, it's going to be biased, but you can look at teams like the Flamingos, the Mallards, the Nordiques are the prime example of that. That team's like a family. It really is. And you're starting to see that with the Lobsters as well. And like we said before, it's going to seem like Glaze, but it goes back to how Boogie has really. It seems like he's taken over like a leadership role for this team as well.
Boogie is a very interesting fellow. I like him, but he is definitely a character. He has a very loud mouth in a lot of ways, but I think that he's a very funny guy. I like him. And kind of go back to the Nordiques there. One of their players, Bagels. I love that guy. He's always been a nice guy. I played with him in Finland, and I've played with a couple of people on the Quebec Nordiques, and yeah, I can't agree more. Their culture, their chemistry, it's just a great bunch of guys there.
Yeah. So we'll get into scoring predictions real quick. I do think this is actually going to be a closer game than usual. I do think that this is going to be one of the better games of the night, personally. So, I mean, because I think St. Louis can still hold their own against this Maine team, but I do think Maine wins 3-2. How about you?
I think it's about 3-4, 3-5, because I think that McCoy's going to get a couple of really good shots off, and I think that he might score a few goals there. But Cly is also a very good goalie, and I think that Edmund is probably going to pull this team forward.
With that being said, we'll get right down here for the face-offs as we get everything set up. Like we said before, X Factor easily for St. Louis will be McCoy. So,
I'm noticing a lack of players on the Lobsters bench.
yeah, and it looks like they're trying to run Stam with 4 players, but they
can. I think that I had to do 3 players Stam at some point during this season. It is possible. It's just very.
This is a very big
difficult.
locker room. Oh my god. Just looking through the Maine Lobsters locker room.
I think they're calling no Stam.
Yeah, no stamina.
Interesting.
So Farabee will be your ref today. They will run no stamp. So Gamer Geek and Edmund will be out there alongside McCoy and optional labor for St. Louis. Your goalie will be It's Cly for the Lobsters, and obviously DeBrando will be in goal for St. Louis. McCoy going to try and get around Edmund. He can't for the moment. McCoy trying to get around, and he does. Possible chance for a breakaway. Oh, a juke from McCoy, and that goes off the post.
Right off the post. That was a wonderful chance there. McCoy's just been a astounding, player, and he's really good at making those opportunities and making them count.
Gamer Geek trying to bring up the puck. Also known as one of the best refs in the JBHL. Trying to get it is Edmund. He can't. And Edmund will hit it out. Trying to get the Gamer Geek. No good. McCoy will try and juke with the puck. Can't get anything to go. Edmund will reset. Try and get the puck up to Gamer Geek. And he does get around. Possible chance on a breakaway. Oh. And what a save made by DeBrando. Gamer Geek trying to take control of the puck. He can't. Trying to grab the puck is Gamer Geek. Will not be able to do it. Edmund will take control of the puck. Trying to save it is Edmund, and he does. It looks like Boogie's just taking on that coaching role. He won't, at least for the moment, he won't hop in. Since it's no stam, so he'll just...
That is a dangerous play there. Pulling back right near ends. McCoy almost got a shot off of that.
And how about this? How about this for a dangerous play? Breakaway chance. DeBrando hits it wide. It was a little off.
I would know all about that. Last game, I kind of conceded that way.
I keep going back to the Flamingos Mallards game. It was just a great game all around. Overtime thriller.
That was a fun game.
Edmund going to try and bring the puck up. That was before I was good and got 2 assists. Look at me now. But going the other way.
Before you got good, you were always good.
Oh, now that's glaze. Anyways, shot there from Edmund. That's going to be just right in front of DeBrando, so I'll poke check it wide. McCoy will bring the puck up. Trying to save it is Edmund. He does for the moment. Trying to grab his game. Gamer Geek just loses. He doesn't. Gamer Geek doesn't know where he is right now. Edmund going to try and take control of the puck.
Edmund's just been this strong back line for the Lobsters. He's really been the spine of this team.
One thing the Lobsters have always lacked was, amount of players, but when everyone's on this Lobsters team, you see goals like that. What a rebound chance for
Damn.
Gamer Geek, and they take the lead.
That was just an unfortunate series of mistakes there. You know, DeBrando, he tried to hit that away. He tried to clear it, and he thought he did. Uncrouched at the worst time. Just a free goal right there. It's not much more than that.
And just like that, Maine takes the lead. We were expecting Maine to come out strong, but in reality, it's been Maine sort of on the counterattack. It's really been all St. Louis, but the counterattack's been working really well for Maine, Ginger.
Oh, yeah. St. Louis is getting the opportunities, but Edmond and in generally just this Lobsters defense have been making it a hell for them to do anything with them.
Edmond has been definitely the rock on defense for Maine in the latter half of the season. And VR
that's
Groot
bad. Chippy
chucks him in the back of the head, and that's going to be
Almost
hit
a goal
wide.
again.
And there will be a no call on that penalty. Delay penalty
That was
now.
a late penalty call.
Very late call. I mean, it's the right call, but that was a Bikram yoga stretch. Shout out Kobe Bryant. So just like that, the Maine Lobsters will go on the power play.
That was a very late call.
And trying to get something to go is Edmund. What a great hit, but that'll be an FOV.
FOV.
Shout out Caribou saying Top Rage's D1 complainer.
Mm-hmm.
And shot from Gamer Geek. Oh, he can't get anything to go, but McCoy will be on the penalty kill. I apologize. I keep cutting people off. Hopefully this doesn't happen in the playoffs, but Caribou just holding back tears. It's fine.
That was a weird show of hesitation from McCoy. He had a clear shot opportunity, and he just waited way too long to take it.
He seems like more of a raw prospect. We talked about this with DC,
Yeah.
and I think you can agree. He's definitely one of the more talented players.
Oh!
The rebound chance goes in, and the
Speaking of
Loons
which-
tie up.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Wow.
And
Yeah,
just like
McCoy's a very raw talent. He has his skill, he has his place in the game, but I kind of want to see him come more into his own.
just like that, it's going to be a tie game. St. Louis's first shot from
they're
their
benching
MVP
McCoy.
candidate.
They're benching McCoy.
But Jackson Smith and Jigba's actually been really good, so they want to give him at
see.
least some playing time. I think they're assuming that Maine. It's sort of different. I mean, it's no stamp. I don't really understand the move behind it. Maybe they want to test out new lineups, and I don't blame them.
I think
because
for
if they
the
are,
Lobsters, this game doesn't really matter because on the other side of things, even if Dewsbury and the Loons go on a big run towards the end of the season, one of Raleigh or Rimouski is going to have to win 2 or 3 games, and I just don't see that happening. And I don't think the Loons see that happening either. So
Yeah.
I think for both these,
I don't
teams,
really
this is pretty
see-
much
you
just a
can't
fresh
you
match.
can't spell Loons without L.
Yeah.
So shot in front, maybe for Gamer Geek, but that will be stopped by DeBrando. Rebound chance, no good. But yeah,
I don't
agree.
really see the point in doing this, though.
I think for
that's
St.
a
Louis,
bad
St. Louis
hit.
I think St. Louis, they're trying to test for lineups. I don't blame them. Detroit did that against Dewsbury yesterday. Oh my goodness, what a hit! Oh my goodness,
Another
it's Fight
hit.
Club up in here in Maine,
This has been a little chippy game.
and
what
shot
a shot.
Gamer Geek from the
What a
middle of the ice,
shot.
and Maine retakes the lead.
What a shot. My God.
That was just a fantastic shot from Gamer Geek.
Is this blocky hockey or sniper elite? Because you just took that shot from center ice and sent
That
it
is
straight
probably
in.
one of the best calls I've ever heard in my entire life. Anyways,
The accuracy on that shot.
sniper elite is elite ball knowledge. So
I love that game. I don't know what Farabee's on about.
And shot there in front.
Farabee is an interesting ref.
McCoy will go back out there with optional labor. In front. And been trying to stop it. 6 seconds to go. Trying to get one more scoring opportunity is Maine. They probably have another one. Probably a chance at a P3 if Gamergeek can get it off in time. Great defense there.
Gamergeek had a wonderful pass there, and he kind of flandered his chance. You know, he had that center ice. He had all that room, and he decides to P2 it away and allow the defense to catch up. All he needed to do was just crit chain that up and 5-hole or crit chain it up in P3.
I believe both teams are skipping. I could be wrong. Yes, both teams are skipping. I was going to say we could deaths, but I think both teams are skipping, so we won't waste the time on that. Get right into the second period. I mean, what does St. Louis have to do different? Because, I mean, it just feels like the game has been in their hands for the most part. They just can't convert on chances.
Honestly, I think St. Louis is playing perfectly fine. I just hold on 1 second.
We have a stamina game, ladies
Sorry,
and gentlemen. We have a
there.
stamina game.
The reason why I kind of think that they need to play a little bit more defensive is that, like, they kind of had this I don't know, this weird setup here where McCoy is kind of puck chasing a little bit, and optional labor just needs to be that defensive line for him, like that defensive hold, and I feel like that's the only way they can kind of stay in the game here, or stay in games really.
That being said, going into the second period, Lobsters will take a 2-1 lead. This has been a very interesting game. What a shot from Gamergeek. Gamergeek has been really impressive early on.
You know, like I said earlier, he has a beautiful shot. Just he's got great accuracy, and he knows how to put power on it. God, English.
Don't worry, gibberish is my first language too, as Edmund will try and clear the puck for McCoy. A little bit of a Texas standoff there, but McCoy hits it to the corner. McCoy trying to get a shot in front. He can't.
I don't like that play. He should have passed there. His
that's been McCoy's biggest Achilles heel. I mean, talk about it as a player. I mean, McCoy unfortunately developed the habit of not being able to trust his players and sort of being more selfish, but for good reason, because St. Louis doesn't have many players around him on St. Louis. How do you think it's warranted with McCoy's situation?
I feel like McCoy has a valid reason as to why he developed that habit, but that doesn't justify having a bad habit. He needs to agree. Like, he has good players now. He has Jackson and he has VR Groot. And those two players, VR
Groot's really underrated too. I'm a big fan of VR Groot.
Like, those are two very solid players. You pass to them in that slot, they're wide open. They have a little bit of time. They can definitely get a good shot off. So I think he needs to kind of adapt to that. I think that kind of goes back to my point of I want to see him become more of a full player because he has so much talent.
We talk about him, but that gets poke checked away. Jackson Smith and Jigba keeps it in the offensive zone for St. Louis. And there will be a delayed penalty on Maine. Clear hit in the corner, and that will be a good call. So it appears that St. Louis will go on the power play. There'll be Jackson Smith.
Bring him back in the game.
Yeah, VR Groot has a perfect P3 chance here. So. And P3 won't work. Boogie will go out there for the penalty kill. VR Groot does get it by Boogie for the moment. Looking for the pass. VR Groot, what a pass! And that's a great setup. But Jackson Smith and Jigba could not get over to the pass in time. In front, possible chance for VR Groot, and that's going to be a great defense from Boogie. They're doing everything right, Ginger, but I mean, Boogie's playing great defense. Talk about that, a breakaway chance the other way, and that's going to be hit wide.
Boogie has been a very underrated player. He is pretty decent.
And shot from Jackson Smith and Jigba off the power play. No good. Rebound chance!
Oh!
Oh, it's on the line! It doesn't go in!
Out.
Are you kidding me?
It's out. That could have tied the game.
And instead, Boogie goes for the rebound shot. No good. Trying to catch him on the line change. VR Groot forced to just panic. He's him to go. McCoy trying to catch them on the line change. McCoy trying to get a shot in front. Goes around two defenders. Can't finish the shot.
This has just been chaos on the ice.
Chaotic Lemon will now be out there with Edmund. Chaotic Lemon, the reason why they go back to Stam. I said Stem.
I think that perfectly proves my point earlier. Right there, he could have made a good pass to optional labor. And he just didn't.
I mean, VR Groot. I mean, beautiful passing on the power play.
I
You
mean,
cannot
we all
like
hate
that was
optional
just defensive
That was a-
superstardom from Boogie.
Yeah.
Yeah, shot Edmund. Edmund just gonna go around the net with it. Reset. Gamer Geek trying to get a shot off, and he does.
Oh!
What a save made by DeBrando. McCoy trying to take control of the puck. Hits it wide, so Edmund will get it. Trying to grab it was optional labor. He can't get it to go. And McCoy trying to get something to go. In front, Gamer Geek trying to get the shot off. He can't. A little bit of a scrum for the puck. So here comes McCoy. Gamer Geek going the other way, trying to get a shot off. He does, but that'll be wide. Gamer Geek keeps it in the offensive zone. Maine trying to get something to go, but looks like St. Louis trying to get around two defenders is McCoy. You had the perfect chance at a pass there, but instead, it's a breakaway the other way. What a save by DeBrando! McCoy trying to take control of the puck. This time, he has a chance on a breakaway, and shot that goes wide! He's missed so many shots in front! And only if you pass half those shots, so we're scoring chances. That one's on the line.
Wow. This game has been exceptionally close just because of the puck sitting there on that line.
And McCoy, I think was
kind of
literally
blundered there.
Yeah, McCoy was. I think he stopped moving. I think he's like breaking his monitor or something.
Yeah,
Because-
VR Groot
because
had a
he's-
wonderful shot chance too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think McCoy's gonna like close to crashing out because he's missed so many opportunities, not only this game but this season as well.
That might be a pen.
No penalty will be called. Trying to get a shot in front. One more chance here for St. Louis. Trying to get a shot off here. Perfect pass in front of you. Was able to get the VR Groot, but he wouldn't. So just like that, we will go. Probably, I think there will do skip, but we'll go up to the desk and just see if we have time for it. But this has been a really interesting game. I mean, honestly, Ginger, I think you can agree. I mean, it's been one of the better games. Ginger behind you, but it's been one of the.
I was there. We're in the center one, right above the benches.
Oh, other way, yeah.
Oh, they're starting.
All right, we'll just look. Hello. What up? Now we're backwards in chairs. I mean, we don't even have time for it. They already. This is a fast game.
This game has been a game of inches, like Legal is saying.
This has been. I like these fast-paced games though, where there's not many penalties, not many shots, but also there's like plenty of shot opportunities both ways. That's what the JBHL is all about with this 2-on-2 format. Gamer Geek gonna try and get something to go. What a shot from Gamer Geek, but that'll go wide.
The Loons have just been bunching a lot. As I say that, they're doing it again.
Brandon will hit it behind the net. Gamer Geek will try and keep it in the offensive zone for Maine. A goal here would be huge because St. Louis has not been able to develop offensive chances. They've missed so many. Half of them are on McCoy. So in front, Clyde will just hit that puck away, and that will be offsides. And you talked about the bunching. Expand on that.
I've seen, I guess both lines of this team have kind of chased the puck a little bit, especially McCoy. VR Groot and Jackson not as much, but they've kind of doubled up on certain plays and kind of left one of these guys open, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why the Lobsters have had so many chances here.
No labor. We'll try and hit it out there. Possible chance at a breakaway, but Edmund plays great defense. Going the other way and almost had the goal there. That would have been a fantastic play from Edmund. Edmund will keep the puck alive. Go over to Gamer Geek. Gamer Geek with the shot that goes off the post.
Post for Vesna.
McCoy going the other way, catching him on the line change. Can he get a breakaway? Shot, and that goes off the post. What a save from Clyde at the last possible moment. Are you kidding?
Paying that last second.
And another ping from Clyde, a close one. McCoy has got to feel frustrated because half of these shots are just getting stopped by fantastic goaltending, catching him on the line change for the moment. But Jackson Smith and Jigba. Jackson Smith and Jigba trying to bring the puck up. Boogie will take control of it. Boogie shot in front and now go wide. VR Groot will try and take control of the puck. Jackson Smith and Jigba and VR Groot has been, as we see, a good shot off the post again. But Jackson Smith and Jigba and VR Groot's been a good 1-2 combo. They've really meshed well.
Oh yeah, I feel like it's been their most, I guess sound line. It doesn't have a superstar on it, but it's not trying to be that type of line. It's just solid and well rounded, and I feel like that is kind of what St. Louis needs to do. That's kind of how they need to play.
That's the second line when you have the McCoy show on the first line. I think that's going to be really good if St. Louis were to make the playoffs.
Exactly.
Edmund trying to get a shot off here, but it will get hit to the corner. Behind the net now. Jackson Smith and Jigba will try and get control of it. He can't boogie. Shot there, but it will just go back to the corner.
Yargrid is kind of teasing the line change there. Oh.
And shot there. Another good save from the Brando. McCoy finally back out on the ice. A pass here would have been huge. Somehow he gets by both defenders.
Amazing.
Perfect chance. McCoy shot, and that's going to be another deflection. And another shot. What a goal from McCoy, and it's tied. What a play.
He did the shot that the Mallards have been doing a lot. The little pullback here and shooting on that sharp angle.
I have to see this play again. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you just wait for the goalie to peel off and boom.
Shout out our replay, Caribou with the replays, just so we can see that beautiful goal again. I mean, that was Ginger Boy-esque, let me tell you. I mean, that was just perfect angle, bait the goalie out a little bit, and that was fantastic.
Don't call it Ginger Boy-esque. I'm not the one who pioneered that.
You just don't want the credit for it.
No, I kind of don't.
He's our humble king. He's our humble king.
I don't want that either, because let me be honest. The reason why isn't because I'm being humble or anything. The reason why is I don't want to be associated as a guy with like a gimmick. Oh,
just like that, Maine takes back the lead with Edmund.
Damn. Yeah, the Lobsters are answering back, and I feel like this has just been a very one-sided game here, despite the score.
Yeah, I mean, you go back to the shots, that's the big, part of it, but you also have, I mean, Edmund and Gamer Geek is just such a solid line. No one's going to say that's the best line in the JBHL, but it's just the line just works together so well.
Honestly, if we're talking about, the format of the line and how solid and consistent it is, I think it's in my top 3.
I don't know about that one, but do you think they really have the star power to get anywhere in the playoffs? I think they kind of just, they fall over immediately.
I do.
Any kind of like strong opposition. I think the Loons are.
I think it goes back to goaltending. I feel like having a good goalie is desperately needed in the playoffs. Just I go back to Salted. I mean, he stood on his head in a game that really mattered when it was a high stakes game against another top opponent. I mean,
we'll see
those are the type of games you're going to need.
We'll see next game.
I want to say this. I feel like this is really a season, of goaltender strength. I feel like there's so many good goalies right now in the JBHL. Some newer faces, some older, and I honestly think that a lot of these teams have a chance if they just play solidly with their forwards and their skaters.
Boy, had a chance at a breakaway there, but he could lost control of the puck. Rookie mistake.
They need a timeout.
Bring the puck up and try and get something to go.
They desperately need a timeout. McCoy is on 10 stem.
Trying to get something to go is McCoy. He can't. Garrick Lemon will hit it the other way.
The worst thing you could do is
try and get one goal back.
Is cool, some kind of.
Try and get something to go.
That's clever.
And it looks like St. Louis will be on the penalty.
It's clever. I think that was
VR Group forced him off the puck just to get something to go, but as a result, there will be a penalty.
He deliberately started smacking one of the other players, and I'm not sure if that's game misconduct or not, but it's up to Farabee. But he just started deliberately smacking someone just so they can get a timeout.
And that will be unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yes, it was going to be the entire game either way. But,
wow.
He started smacking him deliberately, so it's a good. I'm not sure how wise it is. I would have rather played with 2 people on the ice than have McCoy on the full stand, but I can't start a TO. Timeout, start. Home?
Away. Because Robbie called it. Or home. Okay. That works too.
I mean, Robbie called it. I didn't call it. But, either one works.
I thought Robbie was on the Loons. Am I crazy?
Yeah, Robbie's
He's on the
Loons,
list.
Yeah, that's why I said away timeout.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Well,
Oh.
it doesn't really matter. I mean,
But I mean, hey, if you want to talk about an MVP having an MVP moment, scoring a goal to force overtime would be huge, Ginger Boy.
The Lobster's super
Oh,
Saiyan
yeah.
is a fucking doom. I
and
agree with that.
and on a penalty kill.
The Lobsters team
Can
is a bit
McCoy
old.
do it?
It is a bit old, this Lobsters team.
McCoy trying to get something to go. Edmund just going to try and take control of the puck and just waste time. 26 seconds to go. Lobster's trying to hold on to a 1-goal
Not
lead.
allowed to do this, technically.
And all of a sudden, Jackson Smith and Jigba just comes on the ice.
They pulled the goalie. They pulled the
I
goalie.
don't.
They
That
pulled
is
the
a delay.
goalie!
Oh, they did. Oh, they pulled the
They
goalie.
pulled the goalie, Farabee.
I was so
Farabee,
confused
they
for a second
pulled
because
the
I didn't
goalie.
see them pull the goalie.
Wait, are they allowed to pull? They pulled the goalie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're allowed to pull.
Yeah, no pen. Thanks, Farabee.
No, it's
Thanks, Farabee.
it's in their end. If
I
you're-
was
if you're-
I was so confused.
No, it's all good.
I was like, why are there two skaters out there? So I called him. I'm like, wait, the goalie's DeBrando's just chilling.
Did
he's just over here chilling.
Did we put the time back up or at all? Or...
I mean, how long do we know when they pulled the goalie?
oh my god.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't go back to it because he didn't call the pen until it went back behind the net. So I guess it's like almost the same. It was on that side.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
Okay, I don't know what they're doing right now. It should be a face-off in the Lobster's end because they pulled the goalie. Or am I wrong? Am I just stupid?
I tried to kill him. Go on free.
Oh my god, Rodney.
What are we doing, Robbie?
So it depends on where the face-off is. This would be huge. It looks like it'll be center ice.
It's going to be center ice. It's just a reset of games.
So they did pull the goalie. So the goalie will be pulled for the last 14 seconds.
Yep.
So it'll be Jackson Smith and Jigba and McCoy. McCoy with a possible chance here.
Big
With a
save
shot
off win.
in front. If they can get it off. No. That's a great defensive play from Edmund. 7 seconds to go. Trying to get in front
Oh,
of
he's
McCoy.
not in the right
no one
place.
was there. Miscommunication will be
Yeah.
the story. And McCoy continues to have bad teammates as the Lobsters will win this game.
That was just a panic move. If he just stood back a little bit, waited for the pass, that would have been a nice shot opportunity. They could have tied the game.
Can we unlock the teams? Because we've got another game like almost
That-
immediately.
That was rough.
Yeah, we have 3 minutes to talk about, Guangdong and Maine. Or we'll just have a little bit of a pregame here
Okay.
as we get ready for it. You guys talk hockey because I need to grab some because my throat, I'm literally dying because this is my 6th game. All right, I'll be right back.
I
Yeah.
kind of want to talk about Guangdong a little bit
Go
because
ahead.
they've had a weird situation ever since the Goldie discourse and all that happening. They're kind of having some depth problems. I'm not sure if Krabby is back yet, so I don't know if their main goalie is back. And generally they've just been in this weird limbo state, and every time that they get on the ice, it's kind of just been like a gamble of whether or not Giat can step up to that level. Watching that last game that they played, it was a brutal. Well, those last 2 games they played, it was brutal, just absolutely brutal. They really need to step up here because their defensive line has kind of been falling behind. Do you have anything to add?
I mean, not really. I think Guangdong's a pretty good team all around. I think these 2 teams are pretty similar in how they line up. I think Edmonds are probably stronger than McGee at this time, at this point. And I think that KLY is a better goaltender than Floppy. But
Yeah.
I want to see Guangdong win. I want to see them kind of pull something out after a really disappointing Sunday. But I'm not sure where it comes from. I'm not sure where this kind of like star power comes from anymore because Goldie Doll is gone. But
Yeah. Me personally, and maybe it's because I'm a player, I generally don't know which team to root for because on one side I have two of my former teammates, and on the other side I have two good friends. So it's like
Mhm.
I don't know who to root for here.
Flip a coin. Flip a
But I
coin.
I think it could be a good game. But you know we'll be starting this game here in a couple seconds. I want to get your input. Do you think that the Tigers pull out a win here? Or do you think the Lobsters, shut down one of the best teams in the JBHL?
I think it's a low-scoring game either way, but I think the Lobsters take it.
I can't agree more. But I might disagree a little bit because I do think that the Lobsters have been a very good offensive team as well. I'm thinking like a 3-1 win for the Lobsters.
3-1. Oh, okay, that's a bit of a controversial one, but I can't say I disagree.
Yeah, well, hello, I'm back, and it is time for the face-off. Hopefully, you guys have had a good time yapping, but we'll get right into the game.
I'm doing stats. Right?
Who do you think's gonna win, Krya?
Who do I think's gonna win? I think Guangdong's has been reeling because of late. I'm gonna say the Lobsters win this 2-1 in overtime. I think it's going to be one of those games that definitely it's gonna drag for a little bit, but then it will pick up in the third period.
I think it's gonna be 3-1 Lobsters.
We'll see if that score will hold. Gamer Geek with a shot there. That won't go. Obviously, for Guangdong, this is the first time we see them today. So Puppets Blade, Flop High will be your goalie, and Cranberry will be your other skater. Obviously, they have a bunch of skaters, I believe, on standby as well. So that will be really interesting to see if they do it on the line change. Are they running? I believe they're running Stam. Double check.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I don't have that. I don't have that mod. Interesting. So
Do you want me to ref? I can ref.
that Ginger Boy ref would be, you know. So now I don't have a co-commentator because Angry Ginger Boy is going to have to focus on reffing. So here we go.
I can do both. do both.
Nah. Focus on reffing. Come on, you're good.
I
talk to myself to try and do it for a job. I'm completely
Guess
fine
what?
with
Your
it.
Savior Plantus is here, a co-commentator for today's game.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, no, the guy who when he interviewed me went.
This could be rough. I've never refed before.
If you have any questions, ask me. I will start timeouts for you. All you need to know is you press the pants for a delay penalty on the
Yeah. I know how to do it. It's just like I haven't done it in a game.
Take your time.
that's
A late right call is better than a wrong early call.
So Boogie trying to take up the puck in front. Uvu will try and get a shot off, but Boogie will play good defense there. Chaotic Lemon gonna hit it up to Boogie. Boogie gonna try and get Boogie till he drops, but he loses the puck. But Chaotic Lemon will grab it. Chaotic Lemon trying to take control of the puck. He does, trying to hit it up to Boogie. Boogie just leans back. Let's Chaotic Lemon take the shot. What a goal!
My
From
lord,
Ice!
Caught him out of position.
What
Wow.
a beautiful, beautiful goal there!
Yeah, he caught him at
Shay.
that time.
I mean, the
Wow.
Chaotic Lemon traded for Plantus early in the season, really making an impact for this Lobsters team. As many people know, Guangdong, last two games against the Huskies, and then also Detroit? St. Louis? Who they play? I forgot.
Louis.
The
St.
last
Louis.
two games, they lost a combined 13 goals. Not sure if that's true. Just
Oh yeah,
random stuff.
it is true.
You have
It
to
is
just sound.
true.
You have to sound confident no matter what.
That is
Oh,
true, yes, that
combined
is true.
13 goals against Quebec and the Huskies. Not two good games for them. Facing, even though they're good teams, they were ranked number one in the amount of points before. And I'm gonna let Crowd Justin take this one over because
Yeah, I mean it goes back to the fact that Krabby he's on vacation. He doesn't want to commit to the he doesn't want to commit to the team. He doesn't want to be that leader. So all of a sudden Guangdong is sort of left directionless, and Maine can take advantage. Try and get their second win of the day. Uvu will try and get the shot off. He does, gets it by, but Kayak Lemon will reset with the puck. A little bit of a line change for both these teams. Chaotic Lemon will hit it over to Edmund. It looks like Edmund will hold it, wait for Chaotic Lemon to hop off so that Gamer Geek can hop on. Edmund and Gamer Geek has been a good 1-2 combo here. Puppets Blade will try and grab the puck in front. Try and get it around Gamer Geek. Gamer Geek will try and get a shot off over to Edmund. That was a perfect pass, but actually could result in disaster, but it's hit to the corner by Edmund. Goes around the net. Edmund trying to get out of the defensive zone. He does for the moment. Possible chance at a breakaway here. Gamer Geek loses the puck.
Oh, Lord.
What a terrible missed opportunity there for Gamer Geek. Perfect chance to really take a 2-0 lead against one of the top teams in the JBHL. Rebound shot. Edmund could not get there in time.
That's true.
Statistically, Pontus, come on.
I don't think that's even true either.
And shot. Oh, that goes off the post.
Pretty sure Quebec has more now.
Oh, they're still third. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Minnesota Mallards are better. Shut up. Anyways, we'll see if anything can go here.
Hey. Let's not go straight.
Flamingos in 4. All right.
Okay.
I pray to God you beat Quebec. Like, I pray to God.
Mallards, Fallards, Ben Maller. Flamingos in 4. All right.
Hey, who has the better goal differential?
That's a better goal
We do.
differential.
Definitely do. We definitely
Ooh.
do.
We do have the best goal differential in the league.
No, it's Quebec. Quebec by 1. And shot in front.
Oh, because
That goes off the post.
They're stat padding.
Okay. If we're going off of that, then technically I have the best goal differential in the league. So suck it.
There you go.
Bro, what is this like?
Bro gets hit by one car, and there's a huge. No, I'm kidding. But in front, trying to get front.
Technically, statistically speaking, I have the higher points per game after getting hit by a car.
Higher car crashes per season than most.
And Boogie trying to get a shot off. Breakaway chance. Boogie couldn't convert. I mean, this game is more just a fun one for the boys as well. So Lobsters will go into the locker room with a 1-goal lead. And Pontus, my new co-commentator, thank you so much for joining us, Pontus. How do you think Guangdong has been in this game? Because they've been holding strong, at least preventing a lot more chance from losses. But it's really been all them so far.
I mean, there's a difference between holding strong and barely holding on. This is basically me versus UP, where I was playing just a bunch of defense and UP was just scoring goals left and right. I can definitely see this Lobster team getting a lot more goals in the second and third period, and Guangdong not being able to produce anything, especially because this is a stamina game and they don't really have anyone except the Gyat. I think final score, Lobster's going to get 3 more. I think Guangdong's going to get 4-1. I definitely think the Lobsters are going to pull away in this one.
I do want to point out the Gyat is not even here.
He's not. Sorry, I'm not even watching the game in the stadium right now. I'm actually 1v1ing Crappy Bear.
Okay.
Oh, so you're winning 3-0. Surely you're winning 3-0.
Yes. You can say that.
Yes.
Also, just
That's like
just to
that.
come in.
That's like the worst NBA player facing like Cooper Flag. Like surely you can win that.
Can I just come in for a second?
Yes,
So
sure.
I did my maths wrong. The Huskies can still win presidents, but Quebec have to lose.
Well, we can still win presidents.
But Quebec's probably. We will put up the best fight we can, but that's going to be a tough game.
Proud
tomorrow.
Justin, you never don't believe in
Never
yourself.
give up.
No. I'm dude. Listen here, baby. Listen here, baby. If I'm going down, I'm going down swinging. I'm going balls to the wall for the game.
You're a better player than me, Oh my god!
Oh, my god!
What?
What'd I say?
That was a beautiful shot.
Why'd you sound like Dr. Engine from Crash Bandicoot?
I don't know what you're talking about, but that was a beautiful goal. I was really watching.
If that's on status for video games, you know what? I might have to actually retire. Like
no. I get the reference. I got the ball knowledge too.
There you go.
Both of you guys are honest.
This is why Ginger Boy is better than
I'll be
Pontus. Let's
honest.
be real.
Damn.
What?
Okay.
Goal differential
like-
in our last 6 games.
Yeah, true.
That was kind of weird. That was kind of weird, Pon. So how do you?
I'm number 1 in the league. Let's be real here, come on, guys.
Okay, buddy. I don't know about
I'm the
that.
only person who UP has publicly said was a top JBHL spec.
That's not true.
That's not
listen,
even true.
I'm
dude.
waiting. I'm waiting
Isn't
for
even
Colin.
true.
That's
Listen,
very
all I know.
Oh, what?
Kramer gets a goal back. It's back to a 1-goal lead for
What an
Guan
odd play.
for the main Lobsters.
What
I'm waiting.
an
I'm
honor.
waiting. I'm waiting for Colin Cowherd to go on his show and say, "Yuppie, it's okay. You can go. Crowd Justin is here." Like I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that line to happen, but that won't happen.
Swing and a miss for Cry Justin's commentating. That was a beautiful goal there. I must.
You have
proclaim-
like a 1950s sports commentator voice.
Yeah, well, that's
Sounded
what
like John Madden over here. You about to talk about Brett
He's
Favre?
getting racist.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa.
I do not consent. Anyways, here comes Boogie the other way. Possible shot opportunity, but that goes wide. I can't even. Caribou, what? the
I
fuck?
personally proclaim that the Guangdong Tigers need to shoot more shots.
That's
I'm
true.
un-
So,
I'm unfollowing
Pawn
JBHL
2's fun fact. In order to win hockey games, you have to put the puck in the net.
Fun fact: the more
Hold on.
shots you take, the higher
Is
chance.
PvP on?
Oh my god!
PvP is on, and there hasn't been a single hit in the entire game.
That's actually really impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
What do
on.
we even pay Buggy for, bro?
Oh, jeez.
Wait, you pay Boogie? Are we getting paid?
No, you're not getting paid.
Caribou hasn't even paid me once for being on the team.
I know. Caribou, pay us, bro.
Bro,
Chop, chop.
Frumpy Bear has all the funds, bro. He's embezzling funds. He's embezzling the funds. I need him. I have 9K
That was
to my
a
name.
very bad play there.
What's a look
So
at
trying to
me?
get something to go.
Oh,
Possible
Cranberry.
breakaway chance. Scores!
Oh my days!
And just like that, it's a tie game. Guangdong, 2 goals unanswered.
He said no. He said no.
What a beautiful performance by Cranberry, stepping up when the Gyat is not available.
Why is he going British? What's going on?
Jesus Christ.
Hello, I'm Howard Ray with Richard Nixon.
My fellow Americans.
No, that is not what I meant. I forget the names. Those are not the names of the FIFA
Yeah, I know.
commentators.
I know.
Oh! I get what you mean.
Oh.
I still can't remember the name.
Yeah, ball knowledge, soccer. Didier Drogba.
Martin
Ball
Tyler.
Yeah, Martin
Oh,
Tyler.
Martin Tyler joining me. Oh,
Lionel
Guy
Messi.
Mowbray or something. I don't know.
Best call of soccer history is the Super
Oh.
Mario one.
Snake was on the ice and then died. That was great. That was kind of cool.
Snake got on the ice.
No. Like they were like standing on the edge of the bench and just like died. Just disconnected.
Yeah, if they hop off the I don't me personally, I did that in our last game. I absolutely just accidentally stepped on the
not
ice.
I'm not gonna call it unless it interrupts the game.
Oh no! I literally
AEIO.
no. On my time, I literally did it like what thought I was going in for the line change rather than someone else, and I absolutely got caught red-handed. I'm like, whoops!
Beautiful.
It was fun.
These guys are not good.
Which one?
Yes.
All of them. I'm just watching this game, and it is not pretty.
I mean,
Edmund over the
Oh,
Boogie.
what?
Like
the
that guy
heck
just
was
pulled
that?
back literally into the
And we see
opponent.
another Cranberry goal here, but no, Boogie will hit it wide.
Boogie.
Oh, what's Boogie?
Boogie.
Boogie? Boogie?
Boogie, are you
Oh.
alive?
Are you human?
Anyone home?
Boogie? Boogie's an AI.
The lights are on, but no one's home, huh?
What in the world
Where's he
is going
going?
on with this guy?
Where's he going?
So Guangdong will go the
What
other
is
way.
it?
Possible shot opportunity here for
Where
Tuffles,
is
but
the
that will get hit
defense?
wide.
This guy's been paid to throw. This guy's been paid to throw.
Oh
Like,
my god.
Yeah,
Boogie with
wait,
a possible
you
shot
have to
opportunity
invest
here,
into this
but
guy,
that will
bro.
go wide.
There was no way this guy's real.
Is Boogie just a ping machine with a pair of legs put on?
Yeah.
But he's only decent because he played goalkeeper.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Boogie, trying to get
Oh,
something to go.
The
that's
obvious
a-
pullback. Number 5,000.
I might call that.
You can't call it now. Like, it's gone.
You gotta be on the money for that.
I
You
know.
gotta
I
call it.
know. I know. I said slow is good, but that is too slow.
Come on,
I'm not gonna.
chop, chop.
I'm not gonna call that per se because it was a weird play.
Just go with your gut.
Yeah.
Chop, chop, ref boy.
At the end of the day, you could like hilariously fuck up, and it's gonna be gone in like 3 days because
Shot from Boogie, and he just resets it.
Shot from Boogie. It's going nowhere.
Boogie, he's. I don't know what's up. I'm being genuinely honest. Like I think it, like an AI is taking over his character.
Never has a less threatening sentence been said than "shot from Boogie."
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh
I mean that's the same thing as saying, well, Pawn 2's with the puck. Anyways,
damn.
Mm.
And that will be the end of the second period. We have a tie game, folks. It's been mediocre. As it's
Me when
now.
crowd Justin just lies on my name.
But yeah, Flying Twos, what do you think about the game so far?
I mean, you said it perfectly. It's been boring. I seriously think some of these players don't exist in the real world. Currently, right now, this Xander guy really likes to do P3s when I'm 1v1ing him. But that's probably more interesting than this game. I seriously suggest just switching to my 1v1.
I nuked the Guangdong Twitter again because Grandpa is shouting at clouds. So I'm just
Wonderful.
I'm taking his media privileges away for a bit. You know who you are, Duma.
17-year-old JBHL play played in Vietnam.
It was a good tweet, but also come back if you want to Twitter.
Oh, what is that tweet? That's like the Chargers saying, "Oh, they scored again," and then they just didn't post the score.
The funny thing is they've come back to 2-2 and it hasn't been. Actually, I need to go check the Twitter because it's like technically it wouldn't show up anymore. So I need to go see if he's actually. Has Duma tweeted anything else? No.
Yeah, how about Flying Twos? While we have a moment, I mean, you know the breaking news of Kensington now the head coach of the Raptors.
I don't believe that's how coaching works, but
What do you mean?
Just go with it. Go with it. Go with it.
I mean, yeah, Kensington, decent
Hydraulic
player.
You know what? No, you know what? Let's have some real talk. I'm 6 games in. I'm kind of loopy. I'm not. Let's have some real talk. What's your go-to stadium food?
Stadium food?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't go to stadiums. I live in
Pretzels.
Southern California. It's way too expensive.
Pretzel.
What? You can't. You can even go to like a Sharks game. Isn't that south?
Oh my
could be wrong.
god, a Sharks game.
That's
I
in
mean,
Central.
hey, that's gotta be
That's
cheap,
North
bro. I mean,
Yeah,
they're the worst
first of
team in
all,
the league.
that's San Jose, so I would not go to there. But second of all,
That's what I'm saying,
very good
Jose. Surely
equivalent.
it's not full of crime. What are you talking about?
Second of all, the Anaheim Ducks are worse, and they're closer to me. And
I sometimes forget the Anaheim Ducks exist. I'm not even gonna lie.
Exactly.
Dude. Remember, all I remember is, dude, their team when Ryan Getzlaff was in his prime was so
I like
good.
The Ducks.
I don't
That's when it
watch
was Corey
hockey.
Perry.
I like the Ducks. They were in a film once. I like them.
Oh, that's bad.
No, that's Mighty Ducks. What do you?
Like they're all ducks.
Oh
at
my
the end of the
God.
day. They're all ducks. Like, I mean, let's be real. How many ducks?
Oh,
can
let's
you
be
have,
real.
You know,
And Guangdong will get a penalty call on them.
hydraulic press versus Plonchoos. Who wins?
And that'll be a tripping penalty there. So Lobsters will go on the power play plunges. Maybe we see a goal here off the penalty.
Nah.
Nah.
Okay.
This is like
So this
last
is the
game of
elite level.
night.
Yeah, no, trust me. I watched all the elite level commentary from the Detroit game. It was literally just caribou. It was literally just caribou commentating, and then Plantu's going, "Wow, Justin Point."
Did you see from the Bear in chat? Pontu's public tar and feathering wet. Pontu's hung, drawn, and quartered when in Minecraft. at 3 a.m.
And Uvu with a possible chance on the
In
penalty.
my-
Scores! What a goal on the penalty
Oh
kill!
my god.
What a
And the
commentary.
Guangdong Tigers take the lead. Short-handed goal.
What
I mean,
commentary did
come
I
on,
have
like-
available?
What are we doing here? Like, seriously, what are we doing here?
I don't know.
I
That
mean,
might
you
have been
can
the
take a
worst
knee.
pass I've
You
seen.
take a 56-yard field goal.
Where's this line?
This isn't Detroit, man. This is the Lobsters. Anyways,
I mean, I remember during my
Hello?
Lobsters game where I got
everyone,
my first
everyone,
goal.
say hi, Frumpy Bear. Hello, Frumpy Bear.
Frick you, Frumpy Bear.
Whoa.
Yeah, I said it. I said it.
Unsportsmanlike
Whoa.
response
His
to.
perms are gonna get nuked in like 5 seconds. It's gonna be-
Yeah.
No, I love Frumpy Bear. He's a great coach.
What is
And in
Frumpy
front,
Bear
trying to
do?
get something to go. Topples with a shot there, but Chaotic Lemon will hit it to the corner. 4 minutes to go. Guangdong gets the shorthanded goal from Uvu. So now it's time for Maine to step up and try and get a goal back.
Did I stop streaming on the stage? No, okay.
Oh, he's just kidding. Okay, this is what I
And
understand,
Boogie,
right?
possible shot, and that's going to go
almost-
wide.
Aw.
To be fair, Guangdong winning doesn't really influence it that much. It was always in Quebec's hands anyway because it was like a point difference. I think maybe not. I don't know.
With
I
how
don't
the
believe that.
with how the standings look now, is Quebec? Do they control their own destiny with the President's Trophy?
Right now, Rouen-Noranda are on top. Quebec need to win. Guangdong will draw level with Rouen-Noranda, and I don't know who won the head-to-head. I think Guangdong, maybe? I'd have to double-check. But at the moment, if Quebec win tomorrow, it's in their hands. Quebec win, nobody else can do anything. Maybe, yes. Nobody else
I'm
can do
to
anything.
spoil some dreams, baby.
I don't believe that this guy is like the guy, like the person that's controlling all this. This guy's gotten the math wrong like 7 times.
What do you mean? It's correct.
I don't believe that.
I've got no math wrong.
If Caribou wasn't here, the JBHL wouldn't exist. I'm like he's
It
like
existed
he's
without
helped out
me.
with the stats so
It's
much.
existed without me several times. People are just
Yeah,
lazy
but
when I'm around.
ooh, nope.
People just see me
No
around
good
and they're
there.
like, oh, I don't need to do that. But
Cranberry.
yeah,
Possible
Breakaway.
shot the other way. Cranberry, and that will be a wide.
I have the live standings right in front of me. And if Quebec win tomorrow, there is nothing anyone else can do to win the presidency.
Oh, that's a shot off the post. Gamer Geek got a chance to tie it.
And this shot's going on. Fuck. I want a boring game. I want to talk about boring stuff. Hi, Noobly Bridge.
I want to talk about
Hi,
statistics.
Bridge. Hi.
I want to be my little stat sheet demon.
Oh, my God.
Shot there, and that goes off the post again. Edmund gonna try and pass the puck up here. Oh, trying to get a shot off was
What are
Gamer
we
Geek.
doing?
Gamer Geek is just soaking. Like, he's not.
He's standing still.
That's
He's
aura.
just standing there
That's aura.
menacingly. I think he
That's aura.
broke his desk. I'm not gonna lie. He broke his
stick.
monitor. He
broke his
swears.
stick, bro. He broke the stick. Don't worry. Can the
Gamer Geek
lobsters,
is
can the lobsters
selling.
do anything but P3? Like, can the lobsters just like
No.
P3, please?
Trying to get something to go. Is
I
Gamer Geek
seriously
trying
think
to
their
sink?
coach just taught them P3 and that's it. Although that's all Gus the Cow knows how to do. Gus the Cow stinks, by the way. Womp womp.
What's he doing?
And, I mean, what is doing?
What?
Oh
What?
my god!
What was
it-
that?
There's no way that
Chaotic
works.
Lemon.
There's no way
Chaotic
that
Lemon.
works. Oh, come on, please.
I was about to say,
Oh,
back
and that's
on the
another
goal. I don't-
save.
Boogie, 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 boogie.
Well, he hits it out to Chaotic Lemon, trying to get a shot off here in front. Chaotic Lemon trying to get a shot off. He RKO'd him. There's the call.
This guy's not human.
Oh my
Some-
god, Boogie
something-
game
something
time
dumb is
goal
gonna
about
happen.
to start.
Something dumb is gonna happen here. Like, I can feel it. I can feel it. We've got a gift coming.
So Tuffles will
no, Boogie
go in the
game-
penalty box,
Boogie
and then
game
now power play
Timeout.
here for Maine.
Over! Over! It's the other side, buddy! Wake
My
up!
God.
Oh, we got
Somebody do the
timeout.
timeout for me.
Oh. Team join.
Timeout away.
Timeout start away. Do I end the timeout? Guangdong. Do I end the timeout? No? Maybe?
So over will be out there. It will be Edmund and Gamer Geek Plantooz. What do you expect here?
Not a lot, to be honest. Probably a goal, to be honest.
Probably a goal. You want this game to go in overtime, huh?
Well,
Shut up, Noobly Bridge. Honestly.
I mean, I don't really want it to go to OT, but I just think
Oh,
it's
Frumpy
gonna.
Bear is up here joining us.
Frumpy Bear and Noobly Bridge.
Yeah, Boogie game winning goal, or game time goal.
Humphrey, what are you doing?
Boogie game time goal.
they took
He's
Boogie
on the
off?
bench. He is on the bench,
No!
and they came and win the face-off. That's wonderful.
Generational sell from the
Where's he
Lobsters
going?
coaching staff.
Where is he going? What's he doing?
So I think Boogie is the coach. What is happening? What is
Gamer
going
Geek,
on?
what are we
Oh
doing?
my god, that's gonna be another. Oh,
What does Gus the
Lobster.
Cow do? What does Gus the Cow do?
Nothing for his team.
Oh my god.
What does Gus the
Oh.
Cow do?
and there goes the power play.
What? Oh!
They only P3. They're only P3. What? Oh my god, there's
Oh,
no way
wait.
they score. Oh, that's a save. And Tuffles is gonna get a breakaway the other way, and he loses the puck.
Oh my God.
27
bro.
This
seconds
might be-
ago.
This might be the
You
toilet
have to
bowl.
pull the goalkeeper,
This
no?
might be the toilet
You
bowl.
have to at this point. Gamer Geek trying to get a shot in front. He can't.
20
Oogle.
seconds
Pulling.
left, down one.
And they do pull the goaley. Boogie will be the
Oh, they
extra
pulled the
attacker.
again.
Edmund trying to get a P3. No good. 13 seconds to go. Trying to get something to go. Is Boogie. Boogie trying to get around. He does. Edmund's going to try and P3 it up just to get some sort of offense going. Ufu, Gamer Geek in the corner. Possible chance in front. That gets hit wide. And that will be the game. The Tigers will win.
That was the worst game.
I mean, seriously, bro, what are we doing?
Yo, ban Gamer Geek. What does Gamer Geek even do?
Man, bro, the Lobsters team. There was so much glaze about the Lobsters. Oh, I'm so scared about the Lobsters. Ooh, if you can stop a P3, the Lobsters lose. Like, let's be real.
Okay, but this is not how they played in previous weeks. To be completely honest,
Did I do a bad job reffing?
You didn't do bad. I didn't think so.
You did
I'm
better than
leaving,
Gamer
bro.
Geek.
I'm leaving.
That's not hard. To be honest.
No one gets any post-game interview. This is a terrible game.
No post game interviews, man. You guys suck.
Is there another game?
No post game. Y'all
No,
suck.
not another game.
That's it.
We can't even be like, oh, we have another game. We can't do a post-game interview.
Alrighty. So standings as it stands, we got Guangdong and Rwanda on 22. Both have played all the games. Quebec have one game and they are 1 point behind. Detroit can't win now. The Mallards have 2 and have to win both, and Quebec has to lose. And
See, that's
and I believe the Lobsters and the Loons have clinched potentially.
Now,
I'll double check.
I do want to say something about that Mallards game that's coming up tomorrow. I might not be there.
Ooh,
what? She's just lying.
Two's carry job.
Who are we even playing? I don't know our schedule.
We're playing Rimouski.
Oh, never mind. All right, well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not too worried about it.
Are we doing interviews or are we?
I'll do an interview or two.
Yeah, Krax, and you got
there are 15 in the audience. Nuclear Bridge, what are you doing?
There. Oh my God, there's a lot of people.
I want to interview
surprisingly hype.
Newbly Bridge.
Let's do Cranberry.
Let's interview Newbly Bridge.
No, I'm getting Cranberry.
Oh, true. We should interview Newbly Bridge.
I'm getting Cranberry, bro. This guy's got a headache.
Don't interview me. Interview the player.
All right, Cranberry. Hello, you here?
Guangdong don't know what a camera is.
Yeah. I'm
here.
What's up? All right, we have to. Where's the cameraman? All right, point. Look at this derby guy. Look at this derby guy right here. All right, so, fantastic game, Cranberry. You were able to get the win against the Lobsters. A lot of people really didn't expect y'all to win this game. It was really close, but I mean, for the most part, I mean, you guys really fought for this win.
Yeah, it was crazy. Honestly, we could have done a lot better, in my opinion, I think, but for the most part, we did really good, tried our best, and, that's all that matters to me. I think we did good.
Just personal opinion, I think most people can agree. You think Plantus is the worst JBHLer, in the league right now, right?
That guy sucks.
Just nod your head. That's good. Yeah. Overall, I mean, you guys still are in a good position. You guys have clinched, obviously. What's your mindset going into these last few games? I believe you have one more game left. So.
Oh no, that was our last game right then.
Yeah. Oh, so
yeah.
Well, how are you guys going to prep for the playoffs now?
Honestly, I think it's just a lot of us are going to have to keep practicing, keep doing scrims, work on passing, and honestly, besides that, I think we're good.
Your teammate said team showers. Is that also on the agenda?
Oh yeah, of course. We got a team shower.
Yeah. So Tuffles, Freaky McPatty over here, really loving the team showers. But yeah, thank you so much for coming up and good luck in the playoffs, Cranberry.
Yeah, thank you.
Thin ice, buddy. Get it from my camera again. I do.
Where's Tuffles? I want to get the myth, the legend here.
He's getting team fanned, bro. This guy's jumping in front of my camera like 50 times.
I don't even have room. There we go. All right, Tuffles.
Leave me alone.
Join on the stage. There you go.
Yo.
Tuffles, welcome in, man. Come up here. Come up over to the mic if you can.
Yo.
Not the mic. The lid. The lid. Oh, thank you. All right. So good win for your team. You finally ended the regular season. How do you think you guys did?
I mean, personally, I think we did pretty good. I mean, we have the team chemistry. Okay, who laughed? Who laughed? Okay, anyways, we have the team chemistry. We have the players. But, I mean, I think the main thing that we have is just chemistry. Because if you have a team that really doesn't cooperate or get along with each other, then it's not really a team. But
Is the
I mean,
ritual for the team the team showers? Is that the main thing?
so basically, I discovered puck glitches to get pucks into the locker rooms, and puck showers and team showers and puck rituals.
What's puck showers?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. So, but overall, I mean, how confident are you guys going into the playoffs? I mean, because you said before, chemistry looks like it's at an all-time high, and you have a solid team here, but not many people, were fans of you the second half of the season. But you guys have really righted the ship and look pretty strong going into the postseason.
Oh yeah, I think we've learned a lot over the season. I think we got this. I mean, just got to keep our heads high and our hearts open. We got this.
Awesome. And what's your opinion on Frumpy Bear?
Frumpy Bear? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, seems kind of weird. I kind of try to stay away from him.
Don't worry. My restraining order will go into effect soon on him.
I see him right there.
Yeah, he's just running across the rink. If you want to pan over there, see, he's just.
There's too many fucking tigers in the way. Like you guys are just big. Like.
All right, so thank you so much, Tuffles, and good luck in the postseason.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my god.
We'll pull up one more person. We'll pull up the goalie of the hour, and then we will end this. We'll get Flop High up here, and then we'll get Flop High. Welcome in. Congrats on the win, man.
Thank you.
Sorry, Frumpy Bear's in front of the camera. All right,
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, like we said before, it just feels like this team has good chemistry, but you really emerge. Not many people knew you coming into this season, but you really have emerged as you definitely have your inconsistencies at times, but you really try your best to be like that strong player. How has your improvement been overall this season?
It's been a challenge. I started like 3 weeks ago, and on my 4th game here, we pulled off a victory, but with these guys, everybody's just laughing. We're all having a good time.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah. How do you guys feel about your team going into the postseason?
Oh, I love all these. I feel really good. I feel like we can do it as long as we have our players there, and as long as we all have places to train. So as long as we're doing good, and yeah.
Yeah. How's your what's your opinion on Cranberry? Behind you.
Oh, Cranberry. Yeah, he's kind of weird. He keeps following me around.
He immediately stood.
Yeah, he's kind of like he's Cranberry.
True. Is a restraining order in effect, or you just kind of like going with the flow?
Working on it, yeah.
Working on it, yeah. Yeah, the Guangdong's sort of weird with the restraining orders, so.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that,
Yeah, but overall, how confident you guys feel going into the postseason?
I think we are very confident. I think as long as we have our team morale up, then we'll do great.
Of course, and good luck, and hopefully the Detroit Flamingos face you. I'd love to go against you, so good luck in the playoffs.
That would be a grudge match for the. I think DCG would have like an aneurysm if that becomes the.
You know what? Now I want that to happen. Okay. Anyways, but thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming up, Flop Eye. All right, so that should be it. That'll be the last one, and then when's our first game tomorrow?
I don't know, man. Late or something. I hope.
First game is 1 a.m, so be ready for Junior Blocky Sports Network. It'll be Frumpy Bear versus Caribou, in a grudge match.
That's not
All-Star
fair.
game.
That's not fair. Ref, do something, please.
I will be the ref for that game, so don't worry about that. But with that being said, we will see you guys tomorrow for day 2 of week 6 for the JBHL